Hello, Tico. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. You're not too early. You just came on. I just came on. Losing my mind. Can you guys hear me? You hear me just fine. Okay, good. So, let's see. I don't know why. Okay. I have to get used to looking at this laptop. Okay. All right. Well, okay. Let's see. See if I could see you. Let me see if I can. I don't know. I have to read it. I have to get you on my phone here. So I didn't go to the eye doctor. That wasn't my appointment. I'm still waiting on my contacts. Okay. I have to mute myself. Okay. Hi, Pallets and Pugs, Christy, Black Rose, Haley, Gina, VB, Knitting, Leona, GB, MR. I said hello to Tico, Serene. Hello, today, Miss Elizabeth, Robin, Alyssa, Peace, Angie B, Jenna, MR, P. Jones, Kathleen, Feisty Taco, See Me at the Beach, Lisa the Greatest, Rebecca L, Miss Birdie, Stephanie Smith, Kathy Walker, Baby Doe. What did I miss? Sunshine, Ann Gent, Jenny Lynn, Starly, Katie Stewart, Endlessly Edgy. You just made taco salad for dinner, Elizabeth. Frugal Mom and Wife, Pretty Pink Flowers. What brand is my iPhone case? I have no idea. I think it's the one that came with the phone. I don't know if this is the one that came with the phone or not, or that my husband got with the phone. My husband got this for me. Okay, so why am I looking there when I have you here? What's tonight's subject? Okay, I'm going to give you some Kelsey Berreth updates, and then we'll do some true crime question and answers if you guys left me new questions, okay? So I don't know if you guys are aware that it wasn't a bat that killed her. They're saying it's the gun, okay? That's the insider information over there that's been right so far, that it was a gun that she was killed with, not a baseball bat. And they are right today. I think they started going through the landfill, and they have an excavator and a backhoe, and they're taking the trash and they're putting it in lines, and then they're going to go through all the trash very carefully, because some expert told them, based on algorithms and based on the logs, that this would be the area in this landfill that she would be in. And they said her body was burned, but they believe her remains are there, even though the DA said that it was either in the landfill or a river. So we'll see. They said it could take a very, very long time to go through all of that. And I'll read your comments in a minute, because this will keep me on track here. I'm just going to give you this. And let's see, they're going to be doing that Monday through Friday, all day, all daylight hours. They're going to be going through that. And what else do we have there? No cadaver dogs are going to be used, because the landfills have, natural human decomposition from household trash. So they wouldn't be useful there. And it would be dangerous for the cadaver dogs because of the broken glass and stuff that's in a landfill. What else? Let's see, Mark, the guy that she gave the gun to, and his wife, I believe she's a drug abuse counselor, they were out of town during, I think, the Thanksgiving, wherever life, the 21st, the 26th. And so Was her friend Michelle Stein, who may have more to do with this than previously thought. What else do we have from there? He has a motions hearing on March 4th. And then on April 4th, he has, what does he have? What does he have there? A disposition hearing on April 4th. And that could be for a plea deal in Colorado if he accepts one. And then on 4/8 would be the arraignment, April 8th. What else do I have for you on that? They just found another friend that may be involved, and another friend that knew something, and it's crazy how many people are involved. And then the other news is Stephen Avery, if any of you follow that Making a Murderer, he was granted an appeal. So he may have another trial coming up if you follow that. So let's see. They're going to test the bones. Now, let's see. Why am I looking there? I can't look there. I have to look here. Okay, let's see if you have any questions on that stuff before we go to the next stuff. Okay, snow removal, Wild Irish Rose. Who else do we have? Mary, Brandy Lee, who came in here since the last time. The friend's gun, I think it was Kelsey's. What did they say? No, I think it was Kelsey's gun. I think so. I think that's what they're saying. It was one of the two, but I think who knows? But with that round missing, you would think it is the friend's gun, which is really nice. Here, we used your gun to kill someone. Oh, thanks, Serene. Okay, so how was this found out, MR, this stuff? There's a group on Facebook, okay, and I know this sounds shady, but it's not, because since this case broke, this girl that runs the group, she is close friends with the family, and she has an inside track, and she hasn't been wrong on anything. And things she said back in December have all come true. Things she said in January all came true. She's right on the money, and she's the one that gives us the inside track, because she's in with the family. And if you guys want to go to the group, it's Prayers for Kelsey Berreth on Facebook. And you have to apply. We've had problems with trolls in that group, so they might have a vetting process to get you in there, but because her group has been attacked, but hopefully, you made the cut. Okay, so let's see here what we got. Little Miss Vegas. So let me see if you had any questions. Somebody's buffering. Christina, you're buffering? Is anybody else buffering? Okay, you made your first comment ever earlier. This is Snow Remover. Made a YouTube account to sub. Okay, welcome. You're known as Vicky on Facebook. Welcome, Snow Remover Vicky. Okay, we have Mr. Cynthia. Hello. And who else didn't we say hello to? Paula. Tico, I got you before. Pretty Pink Flowers. Aitana. Jessica Rosenfeld. Hello. Mrs. Marple. Deb, BC Survivor. Hello. Okay, so nobody has any questions on that before we go on to the other questions? What about the Making of a Murderer stuff? Do any of you follow that? Did you see about his appeal? You're good now, Christina? Good. Any insider on KK will be charged. Well, her plea deal, Jessica, will not stand if they find out she's lying. And apparently what's coming out is going to show she's lying. So her plea deal won't last. No. Yeah, today, Rebecca, the appeal. I just saw it right before I came on. Hi, Molly Low Liz. Judy, hello. Okay, let's. You have not finished making. Oh, it's crazy. It was very hard for me to watch that because I think mostly because I was really, my daughter too, so upset with what they did with Brendan that I don't know, that's what really was the worst for me. Okay, Mr. Cynthia, I know this is about Kelsey, but is there any way you can get how CW is doing in jail? An update? I'll look into that. I know people have been saying that has a roommate now and a TV. I don't know how true that is. Oh, and on that note, what's going on with his NK stuff? Because this is getting crazy. I don't know what's going on because I've been on the road a lot today. But when my husband was driving, I put on YouTube and I saw that guy that changed his name of his channel, and then he's claiming that somebody was peeling in and out of his driveway or right by his house because he mentioned NK's name. What is going on with that business? Does anybody know anything about that? Hi, Chris Ree. I don't know. Somebody was in one of my lives the other night and said, "Oh, you've got to Google her name." And I did Google her name and I get the same stuff I always did. And then somebody said, "No, you got to Google her name. This guy says something else comes up and that if he gets 10,000 subscribers, he's going to tell you what it is." And then miraculously, the next day he says, "No, it's too dangerous for me to divulge that. And only 5% of you would understand." And I'm like, what is this guy? Yeah, I'm just like, even I was telling my husband, and my husband's just looking at me because I used to know a guy like this. We used to run a laser business. And I had this one guy that used to call me that he moved to Costa Rica from the United States because of all the stuff that was going to happen and how they're spraying lithium in the air. And he used to go on. And that's what this sounded like. And he kept telling me I had to go to Costa Rica. But he was telling me that for so many years. And every time he would say, "Yeah, it's going to happen." February 2013 came, nothing ever happened. Then it was always the next time. And yeah, okay. That's what this sounded like to me. And I just thought how convenient, because if he got his 10,000 subscribers, would he have said that too? I don't know. So what's going on? Who thinks that he's for real, or who thinks that he's just trying to get people to get him subscribers? I don't know the guy. I don't watch the guy. I looked at it because somebody told me, but I'm not into conspiracy theory stuff. That's not me. You know that, obviously, because I'm into facts. But I don't know what's going on with that. So I just wanted to see hold on. I have to lower my volume here. I don't know how that came off mute. But so what's going on with that? Is the person here that told me the other night in chat I had to look something up with her name? He's just, that's what I think, Alyssa. I think he's just trying to get subscribers. He's a conspiracy nut. I don't know, because he was acting someone is peeling out of my driveway because I mentioned, I'm like, doesn't he live in Florida or something? I don't know. Who knows? I have no idea. Okay, facts. All right, good. We can move on from that. So I missed what Christina mentioned. Does this... I don't know what... Christina, was it you that mentioned the NK? Because then somebody sent me something and said... I don't know if the person here that sent me the email said, "Do I think this is NK?" And it was a white page listing for somebody by the name of Rachel Nicole Kessinger in Utah. And I just wrote back to the person, like right before I came on here, I said, I think if that's anything, it would be her trying to throw someone off. She's not going to use the name Rachel Nicole Kessinger. I think if that was created by her, it was to throw someone off, because she's not going to do that. Do any of you know about that one? Yeah, but not, I mean, do any of you think that she changed it to Rachel Nicole Kessinger? No, I don't think so. And I had to take it. I still missed Christina's comment. I don't know what everybody's talking about. But here's the other thing. This guy, this this conspiracy guy. And like I said, I don't watch him. But that little soundbite that I heard, he said something like, I'm telling you guys, you can't find her because that's not her real name. Don't go down that rabbit hole. It's bad. It's bad. Can I tell you something? Nicole Kessinger is her real name. Her father goes back. You can trace her father back. Her mother goes back. You see her mother's maiden name and her mother's married name, and then she's divorced. You could see the hospital that she works at. Her real name is Nicole Kessinger. And so is he trying to say this is like some Charles Manson satanic sacrifice? Is that what this is all about? Because I don't follow the guy. Hi, Brandy Lee. Hi, Sue. Hi, Little Miss Vegas. Kind of Little Miss Vegas. Oh, Christina's upset about something on Kay's channel? What? Tell me, Christina, because did you see that Mel and Kel, you told me that Mel and Kel took that thing down, right, Christina? Their whole channel is down, I think. I don't know if their whole, well, I think they only had that one video. Oh, so what happened? What happened, Christina? Something else happened? Oh, Mel and Kel took that channel down. Yes, I saw that. I don't think they have anything anymore, Molly. I don't even think they have that channel up. But like I said, I think they just had that one video. Yeah, Joan, they had a really, like a 3-hour video on Watts Love Fest, basically. You saw the Critical K. Well, guess what? Did you notice that Critical K? She deleted all of the comments that said anything to her. She left up only the ones that agreed with her. She got rid of all of the other comments. But remember, she's a critical thinker. She can take both sides. I hope they are, Tammy. I mean, I don't know how. Do you know when she had that grave site posted? That was just disgusting because the Rusaks, when that grave site came out and it got on Facebook, they asked everybody to take it down that had posted it, and everyone complied. Okay, they did not want that posted. And then she knows, I guess, they didn't want it posted. This is such hateful content that's created here, okay? This is the content that is just full of hate. She posted the shallow grave next to the grave site and left that on the screen and left it as her thumbnail. Now I think she just took it off her thumbnail, but it was on there. And that kind of content is just, it's horrible. Whatever happened? Who's shutting up? Was somebody in here bad? We have somebody in here bad? But, oh, you just made it home? Hi. Who's that? Hi. Who just said to me, I just made it home? My thing is going too fast. Yeah, Mr. Cynthia AG, she took everything down that challenged her at all. If you go there and you look, I guarantee your comment is gone. Yeah, it's deleted, Molly, and you really didn't miss too much. Toasted Cheeser, Kay's whole thing is to spend half of her time talking about what a great thinker she is. Yeah. No, the Wattses didn't go to the funeral. Nope. Okay, let's see. I only listen to critical for, yeah, she gets your blood boiling. I mean, what happened? What am I going to do when my live chats? Why? How? I'm doing bad, Tico, you're saying? That I can't handle it? You can't stand Kay's voice. Okay, so we went over Kay. Did we answer Christina? I don't have an issue. Okay. Mr. McCynthia, Christina doesn't have an issue. Okay. The photos of the headstones is different to the burial site, Aussie Flag says. I just know that when back a couple of months ago, there was No, they're my reading glasses. They're new from the Dollar Tree. I got them. I got some new ones. I splurged this weekend and a couple of new pairs from the Dollar Tree until I get my contacts. Until my contact prescription, I have transitional lenses. Did I hear Jules' little channel and they posted a couple of things? Now they're like full steam ahead. I don't know how many videos, and they're just doing, again, it's very hateful content that's being created. Now you're buffering, Jen? You guys are all buffering? Who's buffering? Uh-oh. What does that mean? Everybody's buffering? What do I do if you're buffering? Uh-oh. Do I do anything? Or do I just sit here and wait? Let me see. Is it any better now? It's better now? Okay. You're terrible buffering? Refresh it. I missed all that. Refresh it. If it's buffering on your refresh, because mine is fine. But I'm going to go to your questions. So let me go to a question here. So hold on. I'm not going to be able to see your chat because I have to go to the questions, and hopefully you guys put them in the right place. Okay. Did anybody get their books in? I still haven't gotten my book yet. I think it's going to be in on the 26th or the 28th, so I think we should be getting them around the first week of March, those that ordered the paperbacks. And then I know other countries were later. All right, let's see if you guys posted in here. Okay, go to the end. How come I don't see any? Hold on a minute. Oh, okay, here, I think now we're going up. It has them all wacky for me. Okay, so we have Kathy. Mommy, you were talking about the prayer group, and this is Kathy that doesn't have any last name and just has a little purple avatar. So I think she's here tonight. I recognize your avatar. I want to start. Okay, Kathy has, Mommy, you were talking about the prayer group for Kelsey in the live last night. I'm wondering which group you're referring to because there seems to be more than one. It's the one with 14,000 members, over 14,000 members. It's Prayers for Kelsey Berreth, and it might say discussion. And the admin should be Jennifer Lawrence. Okay, Prayers for Kelsey Berreth, and it's got over 14,000 members. Okay. Then let's see. You can use my name for a reference if you want, because they're going to use a good vetting process because of the trolls. You can say, Mommy Rambling sent me. Okay. Who else do we have? Okay, Sandy, who has the same avatar as Kathy. That's why I thought it was the same person, because you guys look the same in your little purple avatars. I want to start off by saying I love all your videos. You have a true gift. I watched the live last night, this morning. I want to thank you for protecting Shanann's name and memories from crazies. I will never understand how people can make the victims look like villains. I got very emotional, and you handled it a lot better than I would have. My question is, if Frazee is found guilty, will they keep him in the Colorado prison or send him to an out-of-state prison like they did Chris? And number two, you said KK had burner phones. Do you think they will see sex texts? Oh, I don't think any of us want to see sex texts from KK, do you? Okay. If that's even possible. No, I don't think they sent stuff like that on those burner phones. The burner phones, from what I understand, she got to give, this is what she said. Okay, but see, everything from her is a lie. She supposedly got them to give a number to Kelsey when she was befriending her and bringing her the coffee that was laced and arranging play dates. And then she said when the first one didn't work out, she got rid of that burner phone and got another one. But that could just all be lies. And the burner phones could be just for messages between her and Patrick when she's in Idaho, which is probably the real case. Okay. And so I don't know. I just don't picture the two of them sexting. I don't see that, but who knows? Who knows? Okay. We have, let me see if you guys are saying anything. If you're reading, okay, I'll go to those because I can only stay on 1 feed at a time. So Sandra Grace says, hi again, Mommy Ramblings. Just thinking here, she's a pretty slick one, that NK. So maybe the Amber research she did was a red herring, as in, see, I'm so naive. The Amber Fry search, I don't think so. I think she was really, really looking for Amber Fry's book deal and how much she made and if Amber Fry is hated. But she was really stupid because she's no Amber Fry. Yeah. And then Sandra has another one. Hello, Mommy. Thank you for your great work. My question today is if Amber's blind date with Scott Peterson to a company event is taking a relatively new date to no, their blind date wasn't to the company. They were set up on a blind date, but then she took him to the company Christmas party after that. Okay, so yeah, that's maybe I wasn't clear then. So they were set up on a blind date, and they did go to the company Christmas party together. Okay. Now, L. Fry says, hi, Mommy. I wanted to tell you that they think there might be a serial killer in Pittsburgh. It's true. Several young college-age guys over the past several years have gone missing, only to be found several days later in the river. Some are saying stuff about the smiley face killer. Oh, that's what I wanted to look up before I came on, those smiley face killers. Because I just picture big yellow faces with big smileys on them. But I know when I go to look it up, it's going to be something really bad. It's not going to be a nice thing. It sounds like a group to me, the Smiley Face Killers. Hey, did you hear that new album from the Smiley Face Killers? But I know it's not going to be good when I look it up. Okay. The police, of course, are not saying they believe it to be true, but others are. I can try to get you more information. Sure, send me some more information to my email. It's in the, it might not be, I'll put it in the video description after this because it's a live. It might not have that updated. Okay. So Knitting says, I have a question regarding cadaver dogs. How long must a person be dead before they pick up a scent? Right away. They say they pick it up right away. It doesn't take any time at all, and they can pick it up. Shanann could not have been dead long at all. That's remarkable if the dogs hit no longer than, that is remarkable if the dogs hit no longer than she had been dead. Yeah, they hit right away from what I heard. Did anybody else hear that? See, I can't see. I wish I could make this bigger. Let me try to make this chat over here bigger. My eyes are terrible. I'm just going to make it huge and see if look, I think, oops, wait a second. Now I made it too big and it went off the screen. Okay. All right, now I think, now I can look at both of you. Okay, this is good now. I've got it figured out after, what is this, my third live? I've got to make this on the laptop big, and then I've got to read questions from my phone. And now my live chat, hold on. Okay. So what about the cadaver dogs? Is that true? Did I hear right with that? They can right away, cadaver dogs? Somebody said, Miss Margie said, did CW move his work truck deliberately when the cadaver dog unit turned up? No, I think the cadaver dogs, they brought them around the truck, but they didn't bring them inside the truck. Live tweakers. Okay, we got to get live tweakers out of here, mods. What did you learn? Okay, so let me see here. Okay, so thank you, Zelda. Okay, so can somebody get live? Do we have a wrench in here? I think Black Rose is here, right? Can we get live tweakers out? Okay, good. Live tweakers is out. Hello, Jigsaw Puzzler. Okay, so let's go. You guys are not helping me with the cadaver dogs, but I'm fairly certain that's right. Where's Juanita? She usually is always talking about the cadaver dogs. Oh, there's Dylan. There's Dylan. Hello. And late Kate. Kate, you're late. He's gone? Okay, good. All right, so let's go. Laura Kenny. Hi, Carolyn. I think you're right about Crystal Kenny. Oh, Laura Kenny. Crystal Kenny. The more I hear about it, the more it makes sense that she pulled a Jodi Arias by stalking, planning, and actually killing Kelsey. Do you think he went there and found the mess, and that's when he called his mom and Kelsey? Obviously, he should have called the police. It is a crazy case. You called it. I don't know. It's that case. I'm telling you, every time I think I have even a little inkling, hello, the Casbot, how are you? They were hitting during his interview. Yes, I saw that. Right. But he remained relatively calm. If that was me, I would have been turning my head every 2 minutes to look. He just sat there. He was talking to the woman. Let's see. She needs an auto. Okay. So let's see. Now I forgot the question I had. Oh, Jodi Arias. Kelsey, see, this is what I mean. I don't know. Every time I get this figured out with Crystal, then I just keep thinking she lied about everything. So it doesn't make any sense. And why did he call Crystal when he was at the, I want to say condo, the townhouse, and he had Kelsey's phone, and then he called his mother and he called Crystal? I think that maybe Crystal was back at his house and he was going to do something and then called her to say, maybe he was getting the body out. Maybe that was his job, to get the body out. And then she had to come back and clean up. You're buffering a lot, Night Owl. Refresh your screen. Okay. Okay, so let's see what else. Who else we have here? Okay, Kathy Marinucci says, why weren't Cindy Watts and Sandy Ruchek interviewed by the police? I know Sandy wrote a statement. I wonder that too, but why nothing from Cindy? I've wondered that too. Why nothing from Cindy? I don't understand that. Some of these things I don't get. I don't get why she wasn't interviewed. And I think Sandy didn't go. See, Frankie Jr. and Frank had their interviews when they went to one of the court appearances Chris had, like on the 20th. And Sandy didn't go to that. So that's why she didn't get interviewed there. But then you think that they would send someone in North Carolina to get her and Cindy. I don't understand. And why Cindy didn't even have to send a statement or anything. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Chris Watts, dad knew Chris. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I watched that interview again last night with his confession with his father. And there's a lot of things there that he definitely knew. Because I'm thinking like, okay, I already made a video about that, but I am seeing even more things and more little whispers and stuff between them. Yeah, he wasn't shocked at all, nothing at all. And then that's when you could see when he handed him the rest of the confession. Okay, so Cindy probably told the cops, not without a lawyer. Yeah, I don't know. It's because it's not even in the discovery that they, like when they tried to get Nicole A in, they wrote it down that she couldn't make it at this time. So I would think if they called Cindy and Cindy said not without a lawyer, it would at least be noted. in there, but it's not. Why did the Watts have an attorney at the sentencing? Oh, I think if they hired that to make sure they got their victim's statement read, and that she would, I guess, be with them in case they got a hard time because they're so bullied, you know. Okay. Seeing if anybody's saying that Ronnie's interview was. Oh, I know that sound on that was terrible. What a person to lose, like have bad sound with somebody that mumbles like that. Crystal had motive. Yes, definitely, Linda. She had a lot of motive for doing that. Okay, so let's see here. Who else do we have? Okay, Corinne Brown says, sorry, another CW question. I don't think this has been asked. Can CW file an appeal? I mean, he confessed. He told them where the bodies are. It's hard to argue that didn't happen, but I guess anyone can file an appeal saying they had poor. I think his time frame to do that has passed. He needed to do that before the sentencing. So for something else, it would have to be really extenuating circumstances. But I don't think he's going to, because he doesn't want to go through all of that stuff in a trial. He doesn't want to, even if he could. You feel they closed them too fast, Sarah? Yeah. Hi, Caroline. Crypto Digger, hello. And who do we have? A Decor, Joan, Zelda. Zelda, you're out of the hospital, Zelda? Hope you're feeling better. Okay. So let's see here. We have VB says, let me see, did I answer this one? Oh, yep, I did. Because they're all mixed in here. They don't have them in the right order for me here. Okay, Sammy Neiman. Hey there, what's your take on Shanann being found in a different shirt than she was seen wearing in the leaked Ring video? My personal, oh no, I answered that one last time. Hold on. We did get that one because that's where I found about the leaked video. Did Thriving for Truth get their channel back, or are they still off? Anybody know that one? Was it? Okay, we did the shirt the last time. If it's not the same shirt, then she probably just put on a nightshirt because she took off the jeans, obviously, that she was wearing. So I just think she put on a nightshirt and she probably slept in her bra. Everybody's getting all hung up on the bra, saying she wouldn't have slept in her bra, but yes, she definitely could have. They don't appear to be back. Oh, no. Okay. I heard he did be at least. Plus, Cindy is a big fat liar. Yes, Tess, Tess, you are supposed to keep, yes, because I want to do the questions at the end of my regular recorded videos that we premiere. And when I come on live, I want to do the viewer questions. So you guys have to constantly be putting new questions in there. Okay, so let me see here. And I checked on that antifreeze nurse, and I still don't. Nancy Grace did something on her, but I still don't see an update yet. Okay. Trying to find a question we haven't. Okay, maybe this one, I think. Okay. ESC, wondering if you or anyone else noticed that Tammy and Graham were in the courtroom during the sentencing. They were in the first row near the door where CW came in. Prosecution side, of course. I don't know. I'll have to look. I didn't notice that. Did anybody else notice that? Anybody else notice that? Tammy and Yeah, Joan did, and Tammy and Graham Coder were in the seats. A decor, somebody asked, did I notice if that Tammy and Graham Coder, the FBI and CBI agents, were in the seats at the sentencing for Chris Watts? Okay, let's see. Oh, you're out tested for Prometheus Labs at the Mayo Clinic. No Lyme. Okay, no Lyme is good. My chat is moving so fast. I lost all internet connection, Tico. Okay. They're glad you're back. All right. So, did you see they're also searching? Yeah, I just went through that at the beginning. That the landfill they started today. Actually, they started today doing that, and they're going to do it Monday through Friday of every week until they find something. No lime cherry, no cherry limeade, Zelda. Let's see. I already warned my husband. We don't have to worry about him coming down without clothes because he knows I'm live. I told him. I would have loved to see Tammy Lee. Yeah. Yeah, the doorbell video, I don't know. And then there's so much going on with that. And then some channels are posting it like 97 times because one time isn't bad enough. Okay, let's see who else we have. Okay, Ocean Girl says, hi, Carolyn. Thanks for all the hours of hard work you dedicate to each case. I also greatly appreciate your sense of humor. My question relates to Ronnie Watts, his victim's impact statement at the formal sentencing hearing. He identified himself as Chris Watts' father and also the father of Shanann Watts. Well, the lawyer read his statement, right? Yeah, I think... I think they just did that to make sure that maybe their statements had to be approved or something, or the lawyer might have been like, you better put that in here. You know, they had counsel on that. It's obvious that they had counsel on that. Let me see here. Also, in his statement to the police immediately following Chris admitting to killing Shanann, Ron Watts stated repeatedly that he didn't understand why Chris admitted to killing Shanann, which I felt odd, as opposed to him saying that he didn't understand why Chris killed Shanann. I didn't hear that. I heard him say something like, I just want to find out what happened I just want to find out what happened. I don't remember him saying, I don't know why Chris admitted to killing Shanann. Did anybody else hear that? I didn't hear that. And it's very possible with him mumbling, it's really hard to hear. Hello, Christina. Did anyone else hear that? No, we don't have, Joan, we don't have a video of that. He just did that on the plea deal. I'm doing better than, okay. I'm trying to stay on track. If I look at the questions and then the interview was transcribed, right. We went through the transcribed in one of the other videos. That's why I'm saying I don't remember that. Black, isn't mommy really? Oh, hi, Wen. Mary, who else didn't I see here? Where the questions are posted in the community. Go to your community, and then there's like a graphic that says post your questions here. Mommy, I missed the videos you used to make. Yeah, Peggy, I'm going to make those. The only reason I have to do this is because I had an insane day today. I had to get up and leave my house really super early, and I didn't get back. And then I figured, okay, well then I know you guys miss me and I miss this, right? You guys all miss me, I know. And so I said, I'll come on and answer questions until I can get another video made in the live chat. So that's why, Peggy. And tomorrow I've got to go out and I've got to get my blood work for my physical on Friday. So they make us go get blood work 3 days before. So I have to go run and do that. So I might have to do a live tomorrow, and then I will try and get you the regular video and the live chat. Okay. Am I dieting? No, I'm not dieting. Everybody keeps asking me that. I must have looked really heavy before. How do you get onto the community page? Just go on top where it says community. On the top of your, hi Christina. Hi, Shanti. Hi, Natalie. Hi, Peggy. Okay. Does everybody see the community? You should all, if you go to your home YouTube page, you should have a community tab. And then it should show you what I post, right? Or go to a previous video. I put the link for the questions in the previous videos. It won't be in this one because I didn't update the stuff. But if you go like probably to the last video or the one before that, you should have a link in the video too, the description. Hi, Judy. You just posted a question, Vivi? Okay, let's see. Because I'm kind of running out of questions here. Okay. So before I go to that one, let me just see if this is a new one. Beth Dixon says, in the Watts sentencing, everybody's on Watts. Mr. and Mrs. Watts' lawyer was apologizing for an interview and was stated that the interview was not what that woman, Mrs. Watts, expected. What interview is the lawyer talking about? I don't know, Beth, I don't know what you're talking about. The only interviews I've seen is the one she did with that man, and then the one that her and Ronnie did, and they were both for Colorado stations. And I didn't hear interviews mentioned in the sentencing. Did anybody hear interviews mentioned? Oh, genetic perfection? Okay, awaiting. You should see some of the comments I get awaiting. I don't think that they agree with you. You're a phlebotomist. You can draw my blood. I wish you could, Zelda, because I do not want to drive. And I have to drive almost an hour each way to just get my blood taken and come back home. So I hate that. Thank you, Zelda. It had too many twists and turns. What has too many twists and turns? The Watts case or the Frazee case? She apologized for the interview, See Me at the Beach? The lawyer that read Ronnie's statement? I'll have to listen to that again. I don't remember her apologizing. The lawyer said that the Watts were misinformed and that was not their message. Well, that woman that was contacting me, the one that's in that podcast, she said something to me like, they didn't write that statement that the lawyer read. The lawyer wrote. I have to go back and look at what she texted me, but she texted me something about that not being their statement. You still can't find the community jigsaw puzzler? Well, then go to one of my other videos, like 2 back on true crime, and there should be a link in there for you to post questions. People are jerks, Carolyn? Oh, yeah, people are jerks sometimes. I heard I should get tattooed on eyebrows and makeup, and that I should cut my hair like Tina Turner. I was like, what is this person stuck in the 80s? Okay. Crazy stuff. Okay. Let me see who else has this. Okay. Deanna says, why do people want to hang on to the Watts case? I just think it's because there's so much out there and people actually, I mean, I know I have, you really kind of bonded with Shanann through her videos, through everything she left out there. And people feel like they know her because of everything that's out there. So I think that's the first time really there's ever been, a layperson, not a celebrity, or okay, that's been murdered, that's had this much stuff you can look back on, plus all the discovery, plus the kids being killed along with them and then disposed of in that horrific way. So and then the whole case wrapping up so fast. I think that has everybody in awe, all of those things put together. And also that people think that complete justice has not been done. So that's another big draw. People are looking for information about that. I think that's all. I think it's because we all want the truth, to come out. All right. Mm-hmm. Yes, you're obsessed with it. And then Gumshoe Girl. Hi, Gumshoe Girl. Yes, Shanann and the kids. It's not finished. And then there's always people that are learning. It's crazy because you think like everybody knows the Watts case, but they don't. There's people that learn about it every single day. And then they come on looking for information because, it's just the way it works. It's going to be, it set a precedent in many ways, the Watts case. So it's going to be around for a long time. He looked normal. And and that's another thing. They looked very normal. And you just found out about the Watts. See, a month ago, you don't watch TV. There's a lot of people that don't know a lot about it that I ask. And, maybe they've heard it, but they're not like following it like crazy. Like my daughter was how much I said, the Patrick Frazee. This is what Patrick Frazee. And I'm like, you don't know? She didn't know anything about it. Mm-mm. Yes, we need to answer questions in kindness, help with those who are too busy. Yeah. So the death of the little girls. Yeah. There's never been a case with this much social media. No. And not that we got all that discovery and then with all this. Yeah. There's never been anything like this. You didn't start looking into the actual day of sentencing. Yeah. No popos. A lot of people started to look into it with the sentencing. We were actually, when that happened, we were actually going away to Hershey Park. And I remember it happening. And I told my husband, the husband did it. And then I was hearing little bits and pieces about it. And I did see him get arraigned. And when he came up with that thing that, no, she killed them. And I thought, oh my gosh, that's such a lie. I knew it even then. I said, it's such a lie. Yeah. And then, I didn't follow it. I didn't follow it a lot until he took the plea deal. And then once the discovery all came out, I think everybody just dove right into it that was interested in it. Did you see the commercial on national TV when Chris and the police were watching the video? Yes, I saw that. That was crazy. That was for Nat Geo, and then someone said American Horror Story. Combined, they showed the baby. And then he turned, when they showed the baby in the womb, he turned and said, she's 15 weeks pregnant, to the officer. And then they showed the skull on the oil. That was crazy. Yeah. I always let me see, if you're going to insist on the live chat, you look like you need to take some of those fancy vitamins and get a massage and eat half a roast and take a nap. Just saying, because I love you. Okay, Peggy. I just took look at this, Peggy. See this? I just took my fancy vitamins. They say my PM vitamins. I just took them before I got on. I'm good. It's just been a crazy day. That's all. No, I took my vitamin D too. That's in a different bottle. This is a whole mixture of my multivitamins, Cardio Omega, CV, omega 3, K2D3, lots of different stuff. What else do I have? Cell wise, and then I take another vitamin B, and I take a vitamin D, and I take vitamin C, two of those, and I take iron. I have to take iron because otherwise I get anemic. I better to know I'm good. I used to be vitamin D deficient until I started these vitamins. Why do I think no photos of the Watts bodies? Who the parents don't want that out. You have to understand those babies were in horrific condition. The people that had to take them out of those tanks, I mean, that's severe trauma. I don't know if you guys understand. My daughter works for one of the major transportation agencies in Manhattan, okay? And before that, she worked for a major one in New Jersey. And she was an analyst there, but she would see when the conductors, okay, when something happens on the tracks and there's somebody killed, you should see the shape. That she said, Mom, you can't believe how they come in, and they can't even go on a train. Do you know what it does to see stuff like that? And maybe some of you have, but it's so traumatic. And the way those kids came out of there, it wasn't good. Nobody wanted to be a part of that or have to do that. Why would somebody want to see that? I don't get it. Yeah. Oh, have it. I hope they're not leaked because the family does not want that. Yeah, well, Jigsaw Puzzler, if you have to do an identification, right, but nobody wants to see that. Okay. Oh, bone broth. Yeah, the bone broth. I actually have my daughter just mentioned that too. She's like, I have to go to Whole Foods. She goes, are they going to look at me like I'm crazy when I ask for bones at Whole Foods? And I'm like, no. And then she's like, because everybody's making the bone broth in Manhattan, and in Brooklyn. But I have a special pot that is the oh my gosh, what the heck is it called? The Vita Clay, and it's supposed to be especially good for making bone broth because it's that clay that, I don't know, makes it even better. I haven't made it yet. My daughter says like everybody's making it and drinking it. It's crazy. Just like Lacey Peterson and Son. Yeah, did Lacey Peterson? They never came out, right? Tell them it's for your dog. But I told her with everybody making bone broth, I said, where do you think they're getting the bones from? And then she saw, and I was at one of our supermarkets the other day and they had lots of bones in there for bone, and it said for bone broth. Why? Oh, because a lot of different reasons. People are saying that I've heard a couple of different things, that if he put both girls in the tank, it might throw something off that might set off something or, make something happen. And then others were saying that they would decompose faster. And still others are saying that he had planned to start a fire there maybe the next day if he hadn't been caught. Thank you, Deb, BC survivor. No bones about it. Bone broth. What is new? Yeah, absolutely, Patty. Yeah. I need to get my page up with crime stories. Yes. Dragon bone broth. You couldn't pay me to have bone broth. It's just like, I imagine I've never made it yet, but isn't it just like any kind of broth, but just a little better? You can buy powdered bone broth mix at Whole Foods. I'll have to tell her that, Clue Girl. My grandmother made it weekly. Yeah, she does a lot of stuff in that. You can get them at the Dollar Tree, Kelly, the glasses. I'm just wearing them until I can get to my eye doctor. Some add, yeah, some do, right, MH. Okay. You tried some last week. You couldn't finish it, Carolyn? But doesn't it taste just like, does it taste very different than broth, than regular broth? You love Dollar Tree, Little Miss Vegas? I always kid around with my kids. So I go to the Dollar Tree. I'm like, you can get anything you want in here. And my kids still go like this. How much is this? How much is it? I'm like, everything. They don't get the concept. Everything's $1 now. I think they finally got it. Carrie Lynn said it was but no, don't you have to mix it into a broth? No substance in broth, right? But somebody said she couldn't finish it, like as if it would tasted really bad. Hi, mommy. Please don't take too many vitamins. It will do you more harm than good. No, I'm really good. My doctor is always saying how good everything is. And he always goes, your blood work is good, but it's especially good since I started my vitamins because I used to be vitamin D deficient and then I got anemic. Oh, it's crazy. You did, but it was kind of gross. But Carrie Lynn, why was it gross? Does it taste, do you like regular broth? That's what I don't understand. Doesn't it, I would imagine it tastes like regular broth, but maybe richer. You finally found the community, C. Lawrence? Good. Thank you, Leaping Lizard. I don't know. I just would imagine it. I'll have to make it. That's what I want to know. Jigsaw puzzler, beef stock, beef broth. Can we stop talking about this? Oh, I'm sorry, kind Colorado. Are we making you sick? Okay. So let's see. I'm trying to find. I think I have to let me refresh my thing so I can get new questions here. Okay. How anemic? Oh my gosh, Zelda. You don't, same thing happened to both my sister and I. They said that they could not believe. Youth guys think I don't sleep. I was running a sales team. I can't even tell you. I was up doing sales calls. I was working 12, 14 hours a day and didn't know anything. The doctor called me and said, Carolyn, we think you might be bleeding internally because you are like a point away from needing a blood transfusion. I was down to like 7, I think he said. And I said, what are you talking about? But it wasn't that. It wasn't that. It was just that it was something else. So, yeah, I know if I gross people out with bone broth, I'm not going to. Anyway, and my sister was the exact same thing. She was walking around. She works at a college. She was doing laps during her lunch hour, and they called her in to say, your doctor's on the phone, and you're so anemic, they don't even know that, they can't even believe you can work. And we must be good stock, knock on wood, because both her and I went along just like normal. You have the exact same problem, Rebecca? My thyroid? Yes. See, I am hypothyroid and I take Synthroid for that. But then the anemia, you were 7? Yeah. Well, that's what they were telling me. He was telling me it was so. I remember my son, I sent him out for iron that very night and I took a double dose and they kept me on that. And you're going to get into true crime and crazy stories? Good for you, Delilah. Get vegan protein broth from Walmart. Okay. We have a nasty alert from Deb. Who's the nasty alert? Lots of nutrients in it. Okay, check it out. I'll check it out. You had a hysterectomy? Yeah, see, that's what happened to my sister and I. And there is very little protein in plants. Yeah, I take an iron supplement every day, and so that they had me double it. I went up pretty quickly without a transfusion, thank God. You take Synthroid too? Okay. Yeah, I don't have the menopause yet, thank God. I think my husband's thinking. Laura, we read one of your questions. You missed that. My son's appendix. Um, he had an appendectomy in July. So somebody had a two. Wow, who had a two? Serene? That is dead, isn't it? Chastity, you're in the beginning. Oh gosh. So yeah, Tika, I knew something was wrong with my son. I told, even though I just said he has an appendicitis. I know it, and he brought him to the hospital, and he did. Yeah, doctor with a two. Wow, Serene. Yeah, that's because they told me at like a seven. They're like, if you go, we're going to have to give you a transfusion. And the thing is, I felt good. And the same thing with my sister. She was out walking laps. The only thing I noticed with the anemia was that if I would go up like 2 flights of stairs, I had to really catch my breath. And I kept thinking, oh my gosh, is something wrong with my heart? Do I have a bad heart? And I wasn't thinking, but yeah, that's the only symptom. And my sister noticed it too. She said she would go up the stairs with a laundry basket and be like winded at the top. And she thought, well, what the hell? I'm walking like crazy because she was going to the gym. She was, what's going on? But yeah. No, Laura, it was just due to heavy periods and stuff like that. Lovely stuff to talk about. You take Vitron C for iron. Yeah, you've got to take the vitamin C with your iron. I love your reptilian. IMAB negative. You don't think anemia, you think breathing lungs. Yeah, right. Right. You think, well, I thought my heart, MD. I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on with me? You were the same way? Yeah, I don't know if it was leaking, if it was Zelda, what was your anemia? Was it caused by your periods or something else? You're taking magnesium with your D? Yeah, Patricia. Well, that's a good thing, right? Heart flip. Oh, yeah. Your heart. You know what, Serene? Yes, I was having that too. Like, sometimes it's still like if I go up to bed and I turn on my side, I can feel like a vibration. I swear my heart is like, I don't know what it is. I'll like pound my chest. Like I'll give myself like my made up defibrillator because I think something's going wrong with it. But then I heard people say there's a vibration. Sometimes was it with the thyroid or with something else? Nobody ever told you. I've been on it a year. So you never know what you're going to get. Who knew this was going to talk about anemia and hypothyroid? My anemia was my periods. Me too, Rebecca. That's what it is. That's what it was with me too. And my sister, same thing. Thank you, Christine. Yeah. And I probably had it. You see, I had it. It was my stupid doctor. He told me maybe 2 years before that, you're slightly anemic. It's nothing really to worry about. And it must have just gradually got worse and worse and worse. And then, okay, back to the murders. Okay. All right. Sorry. Yes, the thyroid can cause palpitations, everything. That's what I'm going to have my blood work for because it's for my 6th month with my endocrinologist, and I see her on Friday. Okay. Hopefully I have new questions in here. I will let you all know. I actually got it before my 5th child was born. That's when they noticed my thyroid. And then my pregnancy, they monitored me like crazy. Like every 4 weeks, I had to go for blood work. Okay. I have to click these again. All right. Why aren't these filtering? I'll just first. Oh, back to okay. Let me see. Let me go to the questions here. 53 seconds. Kathy says, "Can you explain who all the new people that may be connected or knew about Kelsey's murder?" Yeah, okay. You've read about Penny, Mark, and Mark and his wife Alexis. Now, Mark is supposedly a convicted felon. I don't know how long ago he was convicted and what it's for. I know that his wife Alexis is some type of a counselor. Oh, yeah, yeah, VB. We have Tico. I don't know how many other gentlemen there are in here. And if High 69 is he in here, he's a guy too. Okay. So let's see. We have Melissa or Michelle Garrison. Wait, it's Megan Garrison and it's Michelle Stein. Michelle Stein. Oh, that's the other thing I had. That Jennifer said that Michelle Stein is involved and that somebody had her out drinking at the bar and sent her pictures because they're trying to get her to talk, just like I told people they should do with Charlotte, but nobody listened to me. Okay. And then let me see here. So now the new one is Penny. That's the new friend. And they put up a post with her picture, and then it was reported today because there might be some friends of hers in the group that reported it. So they reported it and it was taken down. But up until then, she had a public Facebook people were going on, so which is probably why it was reported. But she's another friend that apparently knew beforehand. Okay. All right. So, okay. That's Kathy's question. And then Deanna says, "Do you think our obsession causes Shanann's family more pain?" Not ours, because we're advocates for the victims. I think people like those other channels that are bashing her cause them pain, yes. Does CW still have pics of... I don't think he ever had pics of Shanann. Didn't he just have pics of the girls, they said? And I thought somebody said of the grave sites. I don't know if... I don't think I ever heard he had pictures of Shanann. Did anybody else? Okay. Let's see. Hi, Mom. Do any of this is VB, do any of the CW fan channels comment on NK that you've noticed? Or does that ruin the illusion that they will be his pen pal one day? They go on and on about how terrible Shanann was. You know, they don't. Isn't that strange? The bashing ones, you mean, the bashing channels? The one that was conversing with me through text, she said, "Oh, believe me, I'm no fan of NK, but but they don't think she had anything to do with it and they don't talk about her." So, yeah, that's funny because somebody told Kay the other night, they said, "Why don't you stop bashing Shanann? And why don't you see if you want to do something and you have all this time on your hands, go look into NK." I'm going to slip out the back door. You're lightheaded? Oh, Miss Marple, I hope you're not anemic. Good night. Trying to time my question to you. Okay, snow remover, if you have a question, you can type it in here and I'll look for it. Because I don't think anybody else put any more questions for me over here. So you can put them in here if you can't make it to the community. Set the record straight. Yeah, they're going to town though, Mr. Cynthia. They're really going to town. I don't know why. I honestly think the family has to be able to get that down. I almost think that anybody too that they're posting in there, those people that are making their comments and they're posting them, couldn't they file a report on that video? I would think so. If they're using somebody's name and they didn't block it out and they're blasting it on a video, I would say they could report that and say, stop using my name. I don't know. So what is this all about? Howdy, how are you? Well, we've been about a lot of things. We've done Kelsey Berreth updates. We've done viewer questions, and we're on questions right now. You're on the community page. Christine, you can put it here because I'll just look here right now because there's no other questions on there. You guys have to get with the program. Was Watt's doorbell cam turned off that morning? I don't know. I don't know if it was. Leslie, I think she did, but they won't release it. Okay. Let's see here. What was my first true crime? It probably was this. I'm trying to think if it's the Steinberg case. Probably the Steinberg case. Joel Steinberg, when he caused the death of Lisa Steinberg. No, I did. I mean, I saw something about that, Delilah, but I didn't watch it. As just viewers, we can do nothing but boycott. I think you can report it though. Do you know somebody? Listen to this one. Somebody took a video. In my older videos, there's pictures. I was a brand ambassador for Blast Zone, which makes those big inflatable things. Well, one night I was on there and I saw somebody had as a thumbnail, okay? And it was, forget what channel it was, but they were taking a lot of people's content, but not just that. They would take like stuff from the company, but then they would go on and take bloggers that reviewed the stuff. They would take a picture and put it as their thumbnail so it looked like they were a blogger, but it was no content of their own. And they had a picture of my house, my 2 kids, and the inflatable on their thumbnail on this channel. And I recognized it and I said, oh my gosh, this is the channel a bunch of bloggers were talking about, because what they did, they would put an Amazon affiliate link in there for all this stuff. So that's how they thought they were making money. And they were just using like the company video, and then they would steal some blogger's image with their kids to make it look like authentic, more that it was real. And I saw my kids in my house on there. I'm like, what the heck? And I reported it right away to YouTube, and they had it down the next day. I said, those are my kids and that's my house. And I think I might have sent them a link to my video that had it on it, and they got it down the next day. But if you can, well, it wasn't just, I mean, my kids were out there in that video. It wasn't that I was scared. I just was like, who the hell are you to go take my kids and my house and put it there? I was like, that's some nerve. Yeah. Snow remover is Paula Neil Mooney, the owner of Plunder. Oh, I'm glad somebody asked this. Is that the woman from LinkedIn? Because if it's so, it's not. That says like Plunder LLC. No. Is that the one you're talking about? She has a LinkedIn account. Do you realize how many different companies are called Plunder? I know somebody said that once on one of the channels. They're like, this is the owner of Plunder. And they show you this woman. And if you go on there, you see it's not. It says Plunder LLC. Where are you, sister? Who's your sister? That just sounds really not right. Oh, that they took my kids. Yeah, it was just weird to see my kids on. But I remember other bloggers, because I belong to other groups, and they were complaining about these people like years ago. And I was like, well, how do you even find that? Because they were saying they used my image. Nicole, he's unfortunately allowed pictures. Okay. Your first true crime is Fatal Vision. I actually watched the Fatal Vision, Caroline, in a long time ago, when Plunder image is a church light. Yeah, that is. But Zelda, somebody's saying the owner is, if this is who it is, and I'd have to look it up. they link it to some LinkedIn page, and that is not the same plunder. There's a lot of different companies with the name plunder. And a YouTube channel like this, run by someone on the Watts family, is not going to be listed as a company. Okay, they're not going to list themselves. They just pick the name plunder. Believe me, that's not the plunder you see in LinkedIn. Did anybody answer me on that one? Is that the person you see when you is the one they said Paula? Is that the one with the LinkedIn profile? I'm new here and love my facial expressions when the kids, when they're. Can you search an image online? Yes, you can. You know how to do that? You right click on it and you say, search this image on Google, and it'll search for similar images. Hi, Margot. Tess, don't give up. What is Tess giving up? Tess, don't give up. I don't know what I hope it's something. Okay, then I'm telling you. Okay, Mrs. Paula Neal Mooney has a Twitter account. Okay, but keep trying. Is she the one from LinkedIn? Does she also have a LinkedIn account? Because I know somebody was showing some woman on a LinkedIn account. You're in Oregon, Zelda? Oh, okay. Trying to find God? Oh, if you're trying to find God, he's downstairs at the jailhouse? Do we know if Watch has visitors? They don't make that public to us, I don't think. I'm sure he's allowed visitors. Though, do you remember Jodi Arias had to wait a certain amount of time before she could have visitors? All right, Zelda. And then she got them taken away because there was something about her hair appointment and she did something to a guard. You hate Hody. Someone posted my kids an address online before I called the cops. Yeah. But I don't know. I think that why are you dying? Wait, well, who? Jigsaw puzzle? What's happening with the dying? We're supposed to get snow again on Thursday. Okay. So if anybody has a question, you can post it here because there was a channel that popped up that had a list of visitors. CW is allowed. That can, Mom, that's probably from when he was in the county jail, not since he's been moved. And he asked for those records to be sealed, so we didn't even see that. We saw only the logs, and then when he had a professional visitor. Texas Killing Fields is good. You know the show Catfish? Do you know, Lisa, that somebody that was on that Catfish show lived not too far from here, and then he got swindled by some lady like in Texas, and then he got caught up in a big drug ring. Do you think they'll ever bring NK in for more questions? I think if one of her friends starts talking, yeah, they will. That's why I said somebody's got to go take Charlotte out. The Lafferty brothers case for me, I can put it down. I can check it out. So do I think KK lying on purpose? Yeah. Well, I think she thinks that, again, just like a lot of them, they think they're smart criminals. I think she thinks that was like one heck of a story, and who's going to believe she lied with a story like that? And I think if she still loves Patrick, she's thinking that, okay, then he can take the plea deal and they could point the finger at me, and then I'll get probation and he'll walk, and then we can have our baby and ride off on our horses into the sunset. Jigsaw puzzler, yeah, when the lies start coming out, then she can go to prison. What do you think about women being vilified when their partners what do you think about women being vilified when their partners kill? I don't understand, Kristen. Christina once got a standing ovation from a juror's box? Okay. Anyone here, Katie from upstate, who has been convicted of murdering her boss? Wait. Well, who is that? I'm in New York. What, Katie murdering her boss? When? I know about a thumbnail. What does it mean? Thumbnail. It's like the image that shows on your video. So you can pick whatever image you want. It could be part of the video or it could be a picture that you upload. And they had a picture of my house with the inflatable on the front lawn and my 2 kids on there and calling it their own. It was in Syracuse, Margot? I'm trying to think, Margot, because they also have that doctor that got acquitted of killing his wife. The one in the shower where she fell. But now you're saying somebody killed the boss? Oh, wait a minute. I think was this just on a show or something? No, that was the formaldehyde lady lived up there too. The other not formaldehyde. The antifreeze lady. The other antifreeze lady. The oh my gosh, what was her name? The caster. She was up near Syracuse. You're not thinking of that one, are you? That killed her 2 husbands with the antifreeze and then tried to kill her daughter? No, it's a different one in Syracuse. The Syracuse is getting not so good. The antifreeze lady. Well, I called her the formaldehyde lady. That's not good. They are Melaleuca. Maybe shoot her an email. Oh, did somebody ask me about vitamins? Yeah, if you want more information on vitamins, I can tell you what they are and what I take. Email me at the truecrimechat.org because I'll get to your email faster if you do that than at the Mommy Ramblings one. It's just Carolyn at truecrimechat.org. Another antifreeze killer? There is another antifreeze killer? Yeah, I saw that about Scott. Yeah, I saw his thumbnail. They posted that in the Kelsey Berreth group. Look into Molly Miller and Colt Haynes' disappearance in Oklahoma. It has everything. Sheriff allowing his son to sell meth out of the official vehicle. Okay. Video is called Chris Watts Update. Okay, what is this about? Oh, this is another. Okay. She's the anti-free. The anti-free. Yeah. Where do you have anti-free? I like to call it anti-free. Yes, that's Stacy Castor, GB. Anti-free. What are you curious about, Elizabeth? I missed what Elizabeth is curious about. Okay. Oh, I think she's probably already lost the license anyway, even with the plea deal. It hasn't been covered on the media yet, but she's definitely pregnant. Now she's probably almost 30. I mean, she's going on to 30 weeks pregnant. She's probably 27, 28 weeks now. Yeah, about 27, 28 weeks now, Christina. I don't know why people post CW prison list, what he buys. Who cares? Yeah. It's Frazee's baby. She says it's the ex-husband's baby, but yeah, I guarantee you it's Frazee's. GB, baby Sabrina. Maybe I didn't see that one. Let me write it down so I can look it up later. Baby Sabrina. Oh, is that? I think I saw that somebody posted that in the Kelsey Berreth group. I'll have to check it out. I reminded you to, okay, good. You know what I did? I put my vitamins out here and I went down and my husband was going, I'm like, where's my vitamin package? He's like, oh, you put those out? I took those. So I had to go get another one. Have I watched Evil Genius? No, Molly. Who is it? Is it a series? Is it true crime? Is it? You're welcome, Christina. Look into Jarvis and Alex Baytown. Okay. That was a good mystery. I did watch something on Netflix that was not true crime, but it was about this guy in New York City, and he was falling for this. What was it called? I Love You, or I don't know what it was. That was a bizarre series that was on there. It's the one about the guy. Oh, the collar bomb. Oh, I saw that. I did see that. See, sometimes names sometimes don't ring. I saw that collar bomb thing. Yes, that was crazy. You watched in plain sight? Yeah, that plain sight was really crazy. The Casbot did a video on In Plain Sight. Mommy Dead and Dearest? Where is that on Netflix? There are too many. I see, and I don't find too many. Every time I go to Netflix and I search true crime, I'm like, I've seen that, I've seen that, I've seen that, I've seen that. Your head was fuzzy with it? Yeah. I've been hoping. Oh, I get HBO too, so it's on there. What is it called? It's called Mommy Dead and Dearest? Mommy Dead and Dearest. I will have to check that out. How do you think Patrick Frazee left KB's condo without being covered in blood? Well, maybe they had those suits that she brought from the hospital. Maybe he put one of those on. He could have taken a shower too. Yeah, he could have done a lot of things when he was there because they have him there for a few hours. So he could have got her in the tote. He could have cleaned himself up. Who's trying for the third? Who is pregnant? Oh, you're trying for the third time, BA? Third time's the charm, BA. Kelsey Berreth. No, not Kelsey Berreth. I see all these Ks. Crystal Kenny, BA. I know. You know where the community page is now, Karen? Good. Did Kelsey Berreth's mom know Crystal Kenny? Does anyone know if she was known by any of PF's friends? I don't even know any of PF's friends. I don't think PF had too many friends. He doesn't look like a nice guy or a friendly guy. And did I tell you guys that The Keepers? I've seen that, but I haven't watched that. He looks like a weirdo. Yeah. He had cows and he did wild donkeys. If they were smelling something, he could have been. But that isn't a real story. That smelling of candles. See me at the beach. What was I gonna say? He looks like. I don't think he looks like a thug. I just think he looks like. I don't know what. Just like a real, like a guy that doesn't say more than 2 words. But somebody said that her daughter went out with him when he was like 18 or something, and she has a journal all about it. This was in the Kelsey group, and that her and her daughter went through the journal, and he was doing all kinds of crazy stuff to like setting a date with her, and then she would get there and he'd stand her up, and he did all kinds of things to her, all kinds of mind games. Mommy, do I think KK did it? I do, Black Rose. I think KK. The way things sound, it seems much more that she did something like that because I can't imagine somebody's going to come and just clean up that whole crime scene and have nothing to do with it. Yeah, something is really, really wrong with that story. It doesn't add up. He's got really mean eyes when he looks at the reporter while closing the gate. Yeah. Have I gotten a chance to watch the documentary Killing for Love based on the double murders committed by Elizabeth Haysom and sorry, it's on Amazon Prime. What is it called? Killing for Love? No, I have to check that out then. Killing for Love. Okay. Killing for Love. Do you think Patrick was pretending to get back together with her? I don't know. I mean, they said they were exchanging the child in the alley. And did anybody look at those real estate photos that I put? What is the alley? Is that, because that's where I was lost on that Darley Rotier when they said an alley, because an alley to me is the area between two buildings or two, we don't call anything around a home or townhome an alley. And somebody said it's some kind of access in the back. What is the alley on that? Are they, don't tell me they're calling the alley the walkway that goes to her exterior door. It said they were exchanging the child in the alley. Somebody said it's a road behind houses, but the road behind, if you look at the real estate pictures, the road behind the house is the road that their address is at. It's the East Lake Avenue. Okay. So yeah, I thought it was weird. They call it an alley. I think that's something that is more a Midwest term, is very different than it is in the Northeast. Alleys are usually 14 inches minimum. Okay, but I don't get it. Okay, behind homes. Is that only in homes that are like in big developments? I don't understand. Why wouldn't it be a regular? I don't get it. Maybe I'm really lost here. To me, an alley is a bit scary. Yes, right, Safi. Like I wouldn't want to meet her in a dark alley. That's what the New Yorkers know. And so I get so confused when I started reading Darlie, and they're saying they found the sock in the alley, and I'm like, what alley? She lives in a suburb there. Okay. You tried Armour Thyroid and it worked for a little while, but they changed in Mexico. You're not on levothyroxine? Okay. Alleys are small, but an alley is not. Did you look at that real estate thing? It's not that little sidewalk thing in the back of the house. They don't consider that an alley, right? You can only fit single cars back there. But why would they have that? Why would they? Maybe I'm not understanding it, because it's garage. They have lots, and I'll have to look at some. Maybe I'll have to look at some real estate photos, because I don't get it. I was surprised how close to other homes she was. Yeah, but I think then would they call that little access to her only door that seems like, and isn't that strange that townhouse seems to have only one door? Just one door on it? Because originally it was farmland. Okay, I see. Good night, Vivi. An alley is an unnamed road that you access your garage. Okay, but you access your garage from it? But then your garage is not attached to your house? Yeah, they said, see, Lawrence, they said in the, I don't know, I think it was in the affidavit or somewhere, it said that they were exchanging her, Kelsey and Patrick were exchanging the child in the alley. So I'm wondering, with that townhome, if you looked at the video that I posted, where's the alley? Are they saying the alley is that the entranceway that to that only exterior door? Or do they mean it's that road on the side that comes in? Well, they don't have a garage on the townhome, has no garage. But the street behind the house is the only main street. That's the East Lake Avenue. This is why I'm very confused. There's when you come in on the side, it looks almost like an entrance to a parking lot. And then in front of those townhomes, it looks like it's just like a road for those townhomes. And then they have parking spaces. Maybe they consider that the alley. Well, you know what's very odd about that townhome? Okay, here's what I can't understand. And I tried to look up those townhomes to see if they had like something for when they were for sale that told more. That's not an alley, Tico? Okay. Somebody should have been with my little writing tools and been like, alley, this is the alley. Maybe maybe that's what it is. You have a lot of catching up on this case, Gwen. Yeah. Monica, do you know? Okay. So here's my question. Now, anybody that saw the video I put up with the real estate pictures, right? If you look at the pictures behind, the number on her house is 269. Stop the scroll. What's happening? Stop the scroll. Somebody answered me. Hold on. Sometimes you access your garage, sometimes you don't. It sounds like sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you. Okay. Could have access to the carport. So then she didn't have either of those. She just had a parking space. If you look at the picture, she had a parking space for 2 cars in front of her house. Now, here in Georgia, we have roads that run behind the houses. They're small roads behind the houses in between the backyards, and we call them alleys. I don't have one on here on the farm. Okay. Over here, we just have a driveway. I have a lot of catching up to do. Garages are not always attached, not all their houses anyway. Yeah, but even, I don't know, even when they're not attached, they're usually share the driveway. Maybe it's an alley by the Safeway store. Is it the road for trash pickup? Okay. So what would be really good if somebody would review, somebody that knows what an alley is would review those real estate pictures and tell me where the alley is. Because here's my question on those real estate pictures. See, you know what I wish I could do? I wish I could like say, well, let me just pull up that video and we'll look at it right now and I'll show you what I mean. Why can't I do that? Why can't I pull up the video? Okay. So if you look at those pictures, you'll see in the back, there's 2 numbers, 269 and 271. So I thought, wait a minute, are those 2 different townhomes connected with the one wall? But then when you go into the front of the house, you see only the one fireplace and you see 2 parking spaces. So I'm confused why it says 271 and 269. Hello, Georgina. Does anybody know that watched the video that I posted there with the pictures? Oh, good night, Zelda. Feel better. Thank you. You did not see an alley. Okay, Lake Kate, because they did mention an alley. I don't know if it was in the affidavit or in the story from the hearing. Tell me the link. It's the one that you see like a redwood kind of condo on. It's probably if you go to my videos and they sort them by date, you'll see it. It says Kelsey Berreth, and then it has a picture of it. You can't miss it. It's a picture of a townhouse on it. A duplex? No, it's a townhome. It's a townhome. It says those homes were so close together. Yeah, but somebody was saying that they might have been gone for Thanksgiving, But I think too, a lot of them could have just been seasonal homes and people only came up. And so there weren't going to be a lot of people there for Thanksgiving. A lot of them can be rentals, like Airbnbs too. People buy those for people visiting the area. Pink Sinful, you're okay. We're still here trying to find out what an alley is on Kelsey Berreth's house. You're watching the video now, Annie? Okay. You're laughing some more. Oh, you are trying to tell her? Who's trying to tell me? C. Lawrence is trying to tell me something. Okay, let me see. The main road at the back of the house. Odd, yes. The road in the front of the home. Okay, so the road in, that's what I'm saying. That what I thought was like an egress, that's called the alley. Okay, C. Lawrence, let me see. I think they must call the one that runs along the front. Her alley, yeah, okay. Well, there is a side road. Then I was thinking, is that the alley? But that wouldn't be very convenient because there's like 2 other homes that way. How did no one hear anything? Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying, Elizabeth. I don't think this is at all the way that Crystal Kenny said. You've got a shower now? Where are you showering? Did you get a place or you're going to the gym? He can spot the alley in the shadows. Okay. I'm just confused because there should be something like all the different terms between the Northeast and the Midwest and then the West. Don't you need 2 points of egress? Well, I would think so, Christina, but can you find another door? Because I even went on Google Maps and I zoomed in and I turned around and I looked everywhere for another door. $5.50 in Scotland? Hello, Lynette. It looks like just one door, which is weird because I was thinking it would have sliders, like sliding doors in the back onto a deck or something, maybe, right? You move in March? Okay, great. You have an alley? Do you have an alley awaiting? I Googled it and there's only one door. Right. Tell it like it is. That's crazy, right? There's only one door. It looked like she was trapped. Almost 7 a.m. in Germany, Sonia. You only had one door too, Patty? But does anybody understand why there's 2 numbers and it looks like it's all the same house? Because of the fireplace in front? Three 320 on your video at 320? Okay. I only have one door, but I'm in an apartment. You're right, an apartment, yeah. It does look bad. See, to me, here's what my problem was. I'm like, how can that be East Lake Avenue? And that's their address. And normally the front of your home is on the road that your address, like, I don't know. That was weird to me. And then in front of the house was where they had this, what I called like an inlet. I don't know what, that was like parking lot kind of thing. I don't know what the heck it was. The houses could be back to back. Okay. Catherine, I didn't see your Star Trek joke. Sorry. Possibly a halfplex? I've never heard of a halfplex. It's like a complex of townhomes. Yeah, but there's townhomes here too. But I don't know. Well, how could they share that chimney? Because it looks exactly like where her fireplace is. That's her fireplace. There's not 2 of them. It's more than just the chimney. Yeah, you do that, Deanna, and report back to us because I don't understand that. I don't understand why there's two numbers on the back when it looks like there's not even a separate parking space or something for the. Well, yeah, that's what I thought endlessly. But if you look at the Zillow information, it says single family. It says single family house. Living between two buildings. Yeah, Kathy, that's what we think. Maybe you're in the Northeast. That's how we talk about alleys. Like, and it's not a good thing. An alley is not a good thing, especially on a dark night with someone scary. You don't want to meet them in the alley. I've never had the privilege, but New York is filmed in a lot. Yeah, it is filmed in a lot. Maybe an illegal basement suite. No, I don't even think it has. I don't. That's interesting. I don't even remember them mentioning a basement. Okay, this is another thing. Do homes? Oh, they do have basements in Colorado, right? Because some states like Florida, they don't have basements for the most part because of. But in Colorado, you can have a basement, right? But I don't think those homes had basements. Hi, Denise. Nor in Texas, you can't have the basements either in Texas? Okay. I think Colorado would. Well, I know Shanann had a basement, so we know some places, at least in Colorado, yes, on the basements, okay. But I didn't see, when I was looking at the information, I didn't see, Watts did have a basement, yes. 2 homes, 1 building, it's a duplex, but fancy, we call it a townhome. Okay. They are duplexes. You have a basement, Sister Shay, in Colorado? Oh, there's High 69. Hi, are you close to those condos? You want to take a look? You have a huge basement? You lived in Texas and you had a basement, Annie? The rooming house Oswald lived in Dallas actually has a basement. Weird. Having a basement or not, a lot of the time depends on sea level. My mom takes care of 2 elderly sisters. They live in a townhouse, and it's like one house, but 2 different homes. Okay, but the fireplace throws me off in the front of that. That's where I have a problem, and I have a problem with the one door because I would think there would be a slider, and in that style of a house, because it's like a contemporary, like ski kind of lodgy look, you would think that there would be a slider out to some kind of a deck or a patio or something, right? I don't know what's going on, but looks comfy. We're trying to figure out why there's only one door, Arturo, and we were trying to figure out where the alleyway is, and we're trying to figure out how she lived so close to people and yet nobody knew what was going on. What is the street name again? It's called East Lake Avenue, 269 East Lake Avenue, Woodland Park, Colorado. You don't have a basement, but it's one house, 2 separate houses shared. Okay. Yeah, it can be a dual chimney, but it looks like if you look inside at her fireplace, the outside looks like that's right where her fireplace is because it's got the window right where it is. So it looks like it's her fireplace. You're following me? I don't see how that. Want me to go look? I can go tomorrow. Sure. You know what I've always thought when I used to do, you're going to laugh, when I used to do sales calls and we used to always, I told you, it was like a call-in radio show before we did anything. I used to say, wouldn't it be great, because people would say where they're going, if we could set somebody up with a GoPro and live video, and then everybody could be like, no, Sister Shay, go to the left. No, get a better look around. Like everybody would be on a live feed talking to the person that had the GoPro somewhere. We said that all the time. Like even where they had that massive garage sale. Remember that, where it stretches out over like, I don't know how many states? We had somebody that lived near there, and we said, we would love to set you up with the GoPro and then be on like a live feed. So we can be like, no, look at the other thing. The other thing, we think that's worth a lot of money. Pick it up. We kept saying that, yeah. So that would be really good if we had like roving reporters wherever we needed to go. She only had one door. I know that, High. That's kind of weird, isn't it? Oh, we have a troll here. No trolls allowed. It doesn't look like anything is shared with that home. Yeah, so you getting what I mean there? Yiffa gets what I mean. The fireplace. I don't know. It's just so weird looking at that, because I thought for sure. I said the two numbers, it's got to be shared. But we need Dickie. I didn't see Dickie, but Dickie's got to go. Hi, Pink. Oops, arrangement here where we live. One side might be 2 bedrooms with a fireplace, and the other 3 bedrooms. Yeah, but it's pretty small, and it says that it's only 720 square feet. It is a gas fireplace. I think they're getting them out. It is gas out of core. Yep. I don't know. And that's what I was trying to find, because there's a sign that says Loft Village Townhomes. So I was searching Loft Village Townhomes thinking that maybe I could come across like an old ad when they first were sold that would tell about them. But I couldn't. And then it brought me to like White Kurt Realty, and it said, oh, you were looking for those townhomes? There's none for sale right now, but you can check out these. And then I saw old listings. Like I saw the one next door to her, and the fireplace in the middle of yes, that's High. There's a video I made with the real estate photos and photos I took from Google Earth or whatever the heck it is. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. It looks like a single family dwelling, and that's what it says on the listing, but then there's 2 house numbers in the back. It's dual chamber. I did look at 271. But wait, 270. No, is 270 the one I saw? I know. I think I saw the one that was I have to look at the number. In real life, it's a lot smaller. He had found an Airbnb. Not sure. I think a lot of those are probably rented for Airbnb, because if you go into the Google, and you can make yourself go down the streets and go all around, you go into a really nice little town that looks like it's probably resorty kind of like town. So they probably a lot of people probably bought those to rent them out as Airbnbs. If it was a single standing house, Annie, that's what I thought. Maybe the real estate listing is just crazy, but this is wrong. Okay. But I really thought it would have. Yeah, I don't know how. I just don't understand the chimney threw me, and I don't think there's 2 other parking spaces in front of the house. It looks like it says there's 2, and that's what it looks like. You own a single family home that is a duplex, like Kate. Okay. Are we all being misled by pipes and baseball bats? Has anyone seen an owl? Judy, no, there is no baseball bat. They say that she was killed with a gun. That's the word. You would just think that living in an area like that, but see, maybe she wasn't killed there, but I don't know. Why would someone murder someone there with all of those homes so close like that? Change the subject is driving you crazy? But we're trying to figure out this case because it's driving us crazy. Why she only has one door. Tell him you were talking true crime. I don't know. So I don't get the one door. Because my whole thing was I thought somebody snuck in through a back door or something. It's a townhouse because it's 2 stories. Yeah. Deb, it's with that girl that has been spot on who's close with the family. No, Cinnamon, I thought there would be. I was sure there would be a sliding glass door or some door in the back, but there's nothing. No, I just want to get there while he's still awake. Who's still awake? See one owner most times. Yeah, but I think she made a lot of that up, Patricia. She tried to make up this, probably she thought, like, who would think I'm going to make up a story about this baseball bat thing? Christina, you would think you would need at least one more exit door, but maybe the windows are really huge. Could they be exit windows? Maybe they're emergency exit windows. They're very, very large windows. Yeah, Tracy, that's what the word is, that she was killed with a gun and not a baseball bat. That's the inside word from somebody that's been spot on, that knows the family. Maybe only one door was code when it was built. Yeah, but I think, are there emergency access windows? Because they really look like you could go right outside those windows. They're huge. The only thing in the back was a window. No, but there's a really high, look in the living room. There's a really big window. And there's big windows in the by the fireplace. That's the one I'm talking about. Not in the back, in the front. And then the bedroom, that office bedroom, I thought that had a window too. Can't see it. That is why no one heard anything. How would they know with no body? I don't know. Annie, you could try to look around. You're not going to see another door. Somebody else tried to do it too, just now. They can't pass if there's only one door? Did you check the year they were built, Annie? The one neighbor has a camera, but then they were saying that they got an email alert, and I guess if they didn't look at the email in time, then it deleted the footage, but they did see Patrick twice, but they never saw what's her name? Crystal. Did she not want him at her home? Everything is such a lie, Elizabeth. I have no idea with what they're doing. It's very confusing, Judy. That's really, really confusing. 2 doors per house, 2 units per house, 1 door per unit. Somebody should call. Wouldn't it be nice? But I think they're older. If there was like a real estate office there that handled those, and you'd be like, are there 2 doors? You can see her living room window next to the chimney, right? Yeah. But that wouldn't be very good for sneaking in, right, Christine? Because I think you'd be better off going in the door. I was thinking there was something in the back and they could sneak up. You wish you could post a photo, MD? You could send it to me at my email if you want, Carolyn@truecrimechat.org. Here, let me type it up here. Hold on. 2 doors for 5. Yeah, Pink, I agree with you. That's why I was looking and looking for another door, but somebody else said they looked too. My husband's a fireman for 34 years. A duplex counts as one house, 2 doors. Well, then if that's the case, then there's a door, but that's for the other apartment. It wouldn't help her if there was a fire. She had to break through the wall. Suggest she knew the killer and let them in. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Internet. I've never seen an apartment with more, but it's not really an apartment. Well, it's not really an apartment. It's a townhouse. What's this? Because we're trying to figure out how Crystal could have gotten in the condominium. Now I'm calling it a condominium. The townhouse without anybody, without the camera or anything seeing her. So I was thinking that there was some type of a back or a rear entrance. Okay, you have to. It's a duplex. Okay. Townhouse is 2-story apartment. To swap. Well, they said they swapped the kid in the alley. Yeah. See, Safi, I thought there would be a back sliding door. Yeah, and it's coming from a woman that knows the family, that gets inside information, that's been right every single time since the case first cracked. Everything she said has been true the whole way through. So she said it's not a baseball bat. She was killed with a gun. Oh, Tico, you're back from your shower. Hey. Recorder of deeds. Would you have a copy of the floor plan? Recorder of deeds. Yeah, I was looking, but I was even looking for a copy of the floor plan, thinking that maybe we could find something like they were built in 1986 or something. Maybe there was something floating around. Who knows? Well, it's under 800 square feet, Deanna. Greetings from the desert. Hello from the desert. Keep it. What is the person who is right initials? JL. This is a game. JL. Yes, Tico's awaiting a savior. You'll go look tomorrow, sister? Do you live very close to there, sister? Too bad we can't set you up at the live cam. Two bullets. Patricia, which gun are you talking about? The gun for Megan or the gun or Kelsey's gun? The name of the complex is called the Loft. Let me see. Loft Village Townhomes. There's a sign in the video that I made. You'll see it's a little sign. It says Loft Village Townhomes. Why can't you go now, Shay? Yeah, get some lights on. Bring some big flashlights, Shay. We'll wait for you. The night is young, Shay, and you're an hour behind, right? So it's only 12:16 by you. You're just 20 minutes away. There's no reason you can't go there. Come on, then you could stop at a 24-hour Walmart on the way back and pick up something nice for yourself. I have a drone, a DJI drone, but I can't get it to go to Colorado from here. You're late, Miriam? Oh, you never know what you're going to miss in here because you don't even know what we're going to be talking about. I do have to say how horrible I feel. Yeah, it is horrible. I don't know how. I'd really like to find out. Maybe Sister Shay, I've got an idea. You could see if there's people around and ask them if they live there full time. Maybe you could just act like totally like you don't even know anything about what happened. And then just if you see people, say something like, "Oh my gosh, this is so cute. I would love a place like this. Do you know any that are for sale? How long have you lived here? Do you live here full time?" And then you could get all the scoop and put it down in a little notebook. Right? Because just don't act like anything that you know anything about a murder there. Just be like, "Is anything for sale here? I would love to get a second place over here." Who knows? Maybe the lady will invite you in for coffee and she'll tell you a lot of stuff. Reporting live with Sister Shay. Don't carry a Starbucks coffee, no. You can mystery shop on phone. Oh, Jigsaw, Puzzler, what fun are you trying to make everybody so safe? My son would say, "Life's short, you got to take a risk." Did Kelsey's mama know the whole time? Did she know what, Carrie Lynn? No, she didn't even know her daughter was missing for like 10 days. Read the affidavit or go check out my other video because I go over that, whatever one you want to do. She knew there was blood everywhere. No, but see, the only way we know there was blood everywhere is through Crystal, the one that lies. Well, Cynthia, the difference between an apartment and a townhome is most apartments are rentals and townhomes people own. I mean, they can be rented, but somebody owns them. And somebody owns an apartment building too, obviously, but I'm talking just for this. If we're talking about the homeowner, Sister Shay reporting live. We could set you up with an earpiece and then we could talk to you like Ellen DeGeneres does to people in like Target and stuff, telling them what to do. Wouldn't that be fun? Go on, knock on the door, sister. Knock on the door. We've got you covered. Anything happens to you, we're on with 911. You're fine. Post it again. What, my email? What do I have to post again? It would be fun, wouldn't it be? We'd all sit here, go up to the door. Somebody will have 911 on, you'll be fine. We got your back. Yeah, absolutely. Nothing to be afraid of. Did I grow up in New York? I grew up in northern New Jersey, right on the border of New York, and I spent every summer in New York, and then I've lived full time in New York since I was 19. Think townhomes. She did admit. Yeah, but Kathleen, that's all lies. It's all lies. She lies, and she's not going to have a plea deal because she lies. You think the windows used to be sliding doors? I don't know. What's the safe word for sister? We tell you cactus, get the heck out of there. No. Could there be a mistrial? Well, there's no trial. I think she'd lose the plea deal, and then she could, she'll go on trial with him. You figured out your late husband's sister and your kid's aunt lives in Woodland. Oh. Hello, BB. These beautiful greetings from Canada. What the heck? Okay, I think Herman is trolling. You've been in Southern California when you just finished high school? Hi, Joseph. Who will post bail? I don't even think that's the other thing. What's going to happen to him? Because they're just going to keep him in jail for if he doesn't take a plea deal and they don't find out whatever she's lying, then he's just going, why am I getting all these messages now? Everybody's sending stuff to me at True Crime, so you're all making my phone go off. Yeah, what's going to happen to him? We need a wrench. Where's our wrenches? We have 3 wrenches in here. Maybe they're on duty. Blogger with a job? You're a new sub? Hey, blogger. I'm a blogger too. Let me see. Dylan was here. Code word. Oh, cherry limeade. Right. Absolutely. And then you could go to the Sonic and we could all tell you what to get. Wouldn't that be fun? He's not going to take. Yeah, right. He's planning on walking. So, but then he's going to, if he does go to trial, it's going to take a long time, and I don't think they're going to give him bond. Limeade. Sister Shay, cherry limeade, get out of there. Okay. Like a roll call. So no bat. That's bagel. That is the inside information. No bat, a gun. Sister Shay, you will not be arrested. And then we'll get somebody to bail you out. High is not too far from you. We'll set him up and he'll come down and bail you out. Can't be too much. Yeah, I'm originally from New Jersey, but now I'm in New York. Lynette, I have thought about this for so long. Like I tell you, I used to tell all these people on my sales call, and none of them really got me. But I think with you guys, I think some of you really get me and probably think the same way. And we might be dangerous in a good way, not in a bad way. You'll go in on the bail. Good, Carrie Lynn. So if it was a gun, then there's not as much blood. Probably not. And I think that's just why she was making up these outlandish things. We can be crime busters, yeah, on live cams. Thank you, Deb, BC, the GoFund system. Why would she lie about it? Well, if she did it, then it could have been a plan that they both hatched up, her and Patrick, and maybe it's a whole tactic that's why the defense, you go get the plea deal, you tell him this story, you get the plea deal, then the defense team is going to, if I get caught, I'm going to have them finger you. You're not going to get anything but probation. The most, he'll say is 3 years, but you're not even going to get that. And then we'll both be off. Yeah, I think a lot of that was just elaborate lies. Mm-hmm. I think Crystal definitely had something more to do with that. Well, it's a very small place, right? And so, and believe me, she didn't intentionally leave any blood around. That's just all a lie. That's just to make her look good. she said. So did he blindfold? No, I don't think he. I think he used this. They might have used the sweater either to stop to like soak up blood, maybe after they shot her. I don't know, but they definitely didn't play that candles game. That's ridiculous. And definitely a guy wouldn't be playing that game with her, especially because the way they made it sound, they were not on good terms. They were exchanging a child in the alley, and then all of a sudden he wants to come in and play smell candles with me. Mm-mm. There's something wrong with that story. Yeah, we need to know more about Jim. Well, that's what I mean. If the live cam starts working well with Sister Shay, then we could try to find out where Jim is and where Charlotte is and have someone go in, because they did get someone to go in on this Kelsey thing and take that friend of hers out for drinks. And they have pictures of it. They're already doing our stuff. See, they're ahead of us now, guys. Okay? And I've been telling you guys for a long time, somebody's got to take that girl Charlotte out for drinks. Yeah. Wear a wire. Somebody will be attached to it. And they'll be whispering in your ear what to say. Keep her talking. Buy her another drink. Not that I know, C. Lawrence. Maybe she was. I just think smelling the I don't know. If somebody said, here, Carolyn, put this sweater on your head and I want you to smell some candles, I would think that it's really weird. Charlotte's still drunk. I think Charlotte has a lot to talk about. And she is a heavy drinker, right, Tanya? It's how she copes with things. So she might be like moving heavily into really, having a drinking problem. But Serene, they're not telling us that the prosecution said that they have a lot of stuff that hasn't come out that they can't even talk about yet. Charlotte is NK's best friend. Little late Kate. Lisa Slater says, why do you think that he just told Crystal that? Because it sounds better than what really happened. I think it does sound better. Maybe that's what I'm saying. How deranged are they? Did they think this whole time, let's put this whole plan into action? Or did he, she went there. They say the solicitation for murder because she said he asked her 3 times. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense with the whole story. Why would she drive, 600 or 800 miles down to go to Starbucks and turn around and go home, then come down again get a pipe, then decide, oh no, turn around and go home, come down another 800, 600 miles? It doesn't make any sense. She lies like crazy. Well, we'll have agents planted all over the restaurant. Right, yeah. Behind trees, behind those potted plants. High 59 can take Charlotte out. I'm not doing that. Okay. I don't think you have to worry about it, Sister Shay, because she is. Where is she? Is she near? We have to find out where she is. I don't think she's near you. She might be closer to. High 69 could take her out. Serene Spoonie. I actually said that to my husband and I were driving somewhere, and I don't know why I said something. I said, you know what? High 69 is supposed to find that out. I think I was talking about the hole. And he's like, who's High 69? I'm like, oh, it's some guy he's out in Colorado. He's going to check something out. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I told him you were on the case, High. You were digging that hole and you were going to find out how long it took. You got to leave for work, but don't worry. You're keeping me company while you walk. Okay, see, we can help you. If you get in trouble, say something and we'll call 911. Crystal lying through her own. She is lying. Yeah, she definitely is lying. You can't trust that girl at all. And I would say you can't trust her as far as you can throw her, and you really can't throw her too far. You love my lives? Okay, Serene. Because am I funny? Okay. She's 60 minutes the other way. Charlotte is 60 minutes the other way? You know, Crystal, Kenny, was going to befriend Kelsey over the Starbucks. Be good to find out, you know, maybe somebody could start befriending Charlotte over the Starbucks and then be like, you want to go out for something stronger later? Offer Charlotte a, yeah. You really, yeah, it's, you wouldn't want to throw her anyway because she's pregnant, you know, but I don't think you could really too much. Why did it take Crystal's mother? You mean, see these K names, you mean Kelsey's mother. Because, yeah, but Margot, believe me, I'm the one that called the campus police when I couldn't get a hold of my daughter at the university. Like, I had the campus police go. Okay. But yeah, I guess she was being fed a story from Patrick for a few days. But you would think, yeah, I guess, I don't know. Did they text her? They sent one text to the mother, and then if you read the affidavit, she calls December 2nd, like, what's up? Where's Kelsey? But you know what? Didn't they even have Facebook? Because, like, if I can't get a hold of one of my kids, I will look, my older kids, I'll look on Facebook to make sure they checked in somewhere or they posted a picture or Instagram or something. Oh, there you are, Tico. You know, does it, I wonder if she did. And especially with like the baby, I think her mother, I mean, that her daughter would be posting some picture somewhere. Cause like, if I can't get my daughter, I'm like, oh, okay. Wait, she's checked in on Facebook. She's at this place. She's at this concert and I know where she is. I think so. Just telling my mom to start watching you. We plot and plan a lot too. Okay, Pink. You're late. I saw you before, Trudy. Pencilla, my parents are too old for Facebook. Oh, are you kidding? I have an aunt that's almost 80 years old on Facebook, and she's like a Facebook queen. Where people won't trip. Thought you went back to the gym. He went to take a shower, Christina. We need to sell our shoes. Oh, did anybody look at the shoes? She's pregnant, Liz Anderson. Yep. Tell them it's research. I love it here for sure. Thank you, Peggy. 79 Facebooker. Yeah. My mom's 80 and just started watching YouTube and playing video games. Good. Wear a GoPro when you dig. That way we can put it on time lapse high. And then, you know, we can put the video on for everybody. Forgot about the old shoes. You see all these videos. There's videos of people taking you shopping all the time. And they're like constantly walk around with the video. So my mom jumped out of a plane at 80 years old. Great, Dan. I saw some lady that just did that at like night. She's in her 90s and she just did that. I saw that on the news. Your grandmother has it at 88? Oh, you were only joking? Okay, but I did see someone do that. Black Friday with the GoPro. Can you tell me who would burn a body in a plastic tote? Also would like to know what you think of Mama Frazee. I think Mama Frazee's definitely in on something. I mean, probably maybe she was a nurse, and I don't know if she connected with Crystal too because of that, and wanted to hatch a plan to get rid of Kelsey. And I know she was really attached to that baby, and I think she wants that baby. I mean, really wants that baby, so that she would even think, well, if she's gone, then I can have that baby full time. Didn't Kelsey have a? I didn't hear that. A restraining order? I know she said, see, someone said she was getting death threats and that's why she got the gun. I think that was from Kelsey's family. But I think that was all arranged to make Kelsey get the gun so Patrick could use it, or what's her name could use it. One of them could use it. Crazy. And then they had the perfect plan because it was Kelsey's gun and she was gone, so they were making the gun disappear too. So murder weapon gone as well. No, Jennifer, the candle thing is a joke. Yeah, Mama Frazee. Story is it is crazier and crazier. But see, with this one, thanks, Kathleen. The investigation is starting, so you really can do something here. Why didn't they just throw the gun in the river? Serene, they think that the DA said that he either threw her remains in the river or in this landfill that they're searching in, one of the two. So I don't know why they didn't throw the gun, but she gave the gun to her high school friend. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of so weird. It's more like they put the sweater over her head to sop up blood or something. The Joe, that's what the insider scoop is, that she was shot. It wasn't a baseball bat. Right. If she was so that she didn't even want him in the house and they were on the outs, and they're saying that they're exchanging the child in the alley, all of a sudden he's coming in. Thank you, Decano. You like, yeah. Sweater used to muffle sound. Could have been that too, yeah. I think we really need Sister Shay up there interviewing people in the area. It'll be like that podcast. Someone must have seen something. Sister Shay, you could just, interview random people up there while you're walking around pretending not to know anything. And then they'll probably say, about that case? And you'd be like, no, tell me about it. Did you see anything? Act really dumb, because then they tell you more. You'd be like, a murder? Oh my gosh, what happened? Did you hear anything? What about the neighbors? Do they have a camera? I bet the police were all over this place. Okay, that's it, Judge Judy. Sorry, people do investigate, yeah. With all the people we have, we would be able to put ourselves in a lot of places. Be like California, Tico's on that. Who else do we have in California? Arizona. Candle story makes it look like Kelsey and Frazee had. Yeah, and that. Let's play. Let's play. Where are the Yankee candles? Let's play this little game. You ready, Tico? Good. Oregon. You're in Oregon, Cinnamon. Okay. We'll have to get a list, we'll have to put it on an Excel sheet. And then every time there's a case, let's see who's near there. Yankee candles. No. Oh, you know which case? Oh my gosh, I know which one. Oh, I've got to tell you guys this because this was my theory. Listen to this one. Does anybody remember the home invasion in Connecticut? The horrible, horrible home invasion of the Pettit family? Do any of you remember that? You don't remember it, Sappy? Because I listen to this one. I went on Facebook about a year ago and said this is the perfect thing if this ever happens to you, Dr. Pettit, right? For those of you that don't know, two guys, violent criminals, escaped from prison. And they went to this house where this doctor lived with his wife and his two daughters. And one of them stayed behind, and one of them brought the mother to the bank to withdraw money. And this is what I don't understand about this story. When I first heard this story, I thought that he went into the bank with her and he said, let's go into the bank. You make one wrong move and everybody back home is dead and you're dead. Okay? That's what I thought what happened. So when I heard that that's what happened, listen to this could save your life if this ever happens to you. If somebody ever brings you at gunpoint into a bank and tells you just act normal and get your stuff out of the bank, you know what you do? Listen, this is brilliant. Go up, say, okay, I'm going to be quiet and everything. And as you go up to the teller, just start going like this. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm going to pass out. I feel like I'm going to pass. And just pass the freak out on the floor of the bank. Pass out. He's not going to kill you because he doesn't have any money. The bank is going to call the ambulance. Okay? They're going to call 911 and come flying in there. Guy's not going to do a thing because you can't get the money out and he needs the money. Isn't that brilliant? So if somebody brings you at gunpoint into the bank, just pass out. Just say you're going to go along with it till you get to the teller and then just drop to the floor. Like you're having a panic attack and you just go out. But he can call his partner. But what is that going to do? He's going to kill the family. He needs the money. But they all died anyway. So, but here's the thing now. That is how I always think it happened. But yes, I know, Dylan. I know. I can't believe this. Listen to this now, guys. He waited in the car. She went in there and told the people in the bank. And they still didn't get there. I would have stayed in the bank until those police were at the house. That was so horrible. And then they raped the daughters. Wasn't one like 12 and the other one was like 16? They raped them all and they left the father tied up in the basement. And I have to tell you, when they found that father tied up in the basement, I thought he was in on it. I so thought he was in on it. I was saying, how could he have lived? Okay, this is a setup. He's a doctor. He's probably having an affair with somebody and he set this up. I really thought that about him. I have to say it. I really thought it about him. But then he wasn't. He wasn't. But Margot, yes, let's pray we don't need that. But if someone brings you gunpoint into the bank, just go down. And look how many people, I put this on my Facebook page like a year back, and people were like, oh, it's a great idea. But now, look, maybe I saved somebody's life tonight. Just one of the things I do. Just collapse. Oh, thank you, Nicole. Never get in the car to begin with, run and scream. Yeah, but Julie, he might have went in there and just blew them all away. I think if you got to the bank, then you knew they were going to call 911 when you go down. If you can't do that. That was it. Because then they had a, it was on one, I think it was on ID Discovery. They did a mock of this. And then they showed you that they weren't supposed to, there was some mix up between the two escaped killers. And one accidentally shot the mother, or they got freaked out. They didn't think they had time. They said they weren't going to kill them, and then they killed them. It was so messed up. The husband got remarried, yeah, but he wasn't in on it. Believe me, my first skeptic thing was when I heard that he was the only one. I was like, oh, he's in on it, but he wasn't. I heard on Oprah, never go to the second location unless you are taken to the bank. And listen to mommy. Yeah, if you're in the bank, but see, he didn't even go in the bank with her. And like, I live in a small town. So like, you know me, I'd be like, my eyes, I'd be like, not normal. So, but no, I think just go right out. My husband, 25 long, never get in the car or leave with someone at gunpoint. Whoops, I missed that. Hold on, I got to bring that back down. Where'd she go? Tell them to shoot me there. They'll want you to get to the second location. Boy, I'd be scared to do that. Just tell them to shoot me right here? Eek. They want to get you to a second location where they feel more comfortable. Yeah, they followed them home, Black Rose. It was horrible. I really want to go over that case because there's people that I asked and they didn't know anything about it. That it's really horrific. Yeah, and then he set a fire, and then the father was in the basement. It's crazy. Let me see. My bank people know me. It was the Pettit home invasion, Gina, in Connecticut. The doctor, his family, and 2 escaped convicts, violent, very violent criminals got out, escaped from prison. Make your stand at the first location. They want to take you to the second. Before you get, I think he followed them from a grocery store. Yeah. The house was torn down. Yeah. Well, it was burned too, right? So that, yeah. Please check up on self-defense. Kill me here. I don't know. I would be scared to say kill me here because what if he's like, okay. Of whose confessions with the police? Which one? He was, I don't know, I think they might have hit him a couple of, he really, see, that's why I thought he was in on it. Because that's me again. I'm thinking like, okay, everybody's killed except him. Who's too old to have kids? Who's too old to have kids? Mama Frazee? Who? Patrick's mother? Who said she wants kids? Because she wants the baby? Dr. Pettit later ran for office. I can't remember anything except he ran as a Republican. I don't recall if he was elected. He remarried and they have at least one kiddo. Yeah, I think I saw that. The mother did the right thing by giving the girl a note at the bank to get help. I don't know. I don't understand. Thank you, Trudy. They even ordered pizza. Lock loaded. Yeah. I don't know. That was just such a ugh. CW had pizza too. Yeah. Gene Diaz has to go. Stacy, we see you. Why Stacy doesn't think we see her? That was an awful case. The cops really messed up. I don't understand. I just don't understand how they did. Yeah, somebody said they tore it down. Pettit was on the top. Yeah, it was. It was so horrible, especially because one of the girls was so young. And then when I watched that thing on, it had to be like ID Discovery not long ago. And that's when they started saying like how messed up it was that the guys didn't plan, they weren't going to kill them. And then they got freaked out about, I forget what it was at the house. They got freaked out over something. And the one guy raped one of the daughters. So then he made the other guy rape the other daughter. It was very bizarre. And then after that, the mother said something, they freaked out. And then one guy, he like shot the mother or something. I don't know what the heck happened, but whatever it was, they said it was a mistake. They weren't going to do that. And then they were like forced into doing something. The mother was raped too. Yeah, I know. They all three were raped. Did he really? So the older guys, he ended up hanging himself in prison? I didn't see that. Hey, mommy, are you glad that they are bringing court TV back in April? I didn't even see that, Lisa. They freaked out about DNA from the rapes. Is that what it was? Because I just saw something recently. Mama Frazee wants a baby. Yeah. So they. Which one was it? The bald one that hung himself? Yeah, she can raise Crystal's baby when the bald one found religion. Oh, good, Julie. So it was there was the younger guy with the hair that hung himself. That was yeah. I've been meaning to tell you guys that sometimes when I'm driving in the car, something like that comes to me, and I'm like, oh, shoot, I should have told them my plan for the bank. Did I see? Yeah, he was raising dogs. Anybody? What were they? What kind of dogs were they? Anybody remember what they were? Were they Rottweilers, German Shepherds? They raised dogs, and then he did stuff with wild donkeys, and then he was a blacksmith. I make you laugh, Tracy? Okay. I do that when I'm driving. I'm like, oh, shoot. I said it the other day. I've been meaning to talk about that home invasion because that's something that's really crazy, that home invasion. And now court TV is going to be on 24/7? You saw them filming the maggot? Oh, wait a minute. The maggot mom and dad, not the people that had all those kids in California, right? The ones that went to Disney all the time? What was it? The Turpins? Who's the maggot mom and dad? Maybe Sister Shay could pretend to call them to go buy a dog and pretend you have nothing and talk with Mama Frazee a little bit. That could be something. To listen. Wait, which police confession? The ones from the home invasion? You don't even think you could watch? Wait, which one? Are we talking about the Turpins now? What's the maggot case? You guys are going too fast for me. You got it mixed up with another case. You think, well, maybe High 69, they could tag team on that one. High 69 and Sister Shay could go down to the Frazees, and they could pretend they're a married couple looking for a dog. We can give them fake names. Be like, somebody told us that you had puppies. I'm a lifesaver, Margot. Frazee's mother's name is Sheila. I need an airline ticket. Oh, the Turpins, not the maggot case. But what's the maggot case? Yeah, fill us in. I've never heard of a maggot case. Whose birthday is it? Happy birthday, whose ever birthday it is. Maggots in the baby diapers. Ugh. The 13 kids from... It's close to you, Black Rose? Oh, your birthday was earlier in the month? Happy birthday, Tico. He hung himself. Sorry to mislead. You're okay. You're obsessed with the Turpin 13? What is going on with those parents? What's happening with that? Oh, I'm sorry, Annie. Turpins and Watts families should go together. Oh, they pled guilty? Okay. They just pled guilty on Friday. Okay, I missed that. Oh, border collies. Okay. So that's good. They're, they do very well at obedience. You know what? If they bred border collies, there's a good chance that people in the dog circle know them that run the obedience. So what High, I think, and Sister Shay need to do is find some of those border collie obedience, whatever's going on over there, and then try to find people that bought puppies from them and see what they know about everything. They'll probably give you some good inside information about the family, or just show up at the fair and say, look, my friend told me that he got his border collie from you guys, and I'm looking for one. Got my wife here, and we're just going to look around a little bit. You have any puppies here? We have a border collie, and they have a lot of energy, right? Lots of energy. Young, okay. They won't be involved in the dog world. Border collie people are against. No, but they're not against the obedience, not the obedience, the agility. That's what I mean. I don't mean obedience. I meant agility training. The border collies are always the stars of that. That's what I meant. I meant agility, like the poles and they're working dogs, right? But they do very well in the agility trials. Serene, they do cattle herding, yes, but they're very, very, very good in the agility trials. They're one of the best dogs in agility training. I know they're cattle dogs, but they're very, very good. Look it up if you don't believe me. The border collies are very, very good in agility training. They're one of the best. Not his lions? They don't want to have anything to do with AKC? How do you know that? Trust me, I was very involved in dogs for a long time. But Mom, how do you know about his dogs? But what does it matter with AKC? They could just say they want a border collie because they want to do agility training. They don't care about the AKC. They want to do agility training. You're fostering a named Forest. Yeah, see, Jenny Lynn. I used to watch that all the time. The border collies were like one of the best. She would herd your guinea pigs. The Hendry, no, I haven't heard them. I can tell by where they are advertising. Wait a minute, you saw where Frazee is advertising his dogs? People in cattle ranching have connections for herding dogs. It's a cowboy thing. So then somebody could try to get in those circles, in the cowboy circles. Hi, you could put on your cowboy hat, some spurs. There's got to be some kind of in where you could find out some insider information, help with the investigation. You love cowboys? Are you near Colorado, Jigsaw Puzzler? They can be great at agility for sure. It's a long story. You saw some working dogs for sale. People who breed herding dogs aren't involved. Okay. They look down on the agility. They're like, oh, that's what the suburbanites do with them. We do the real farming. They don't need agility. Like that. Mommy has lots of jobs for those in Colorado. Well, that's where the crimes are happening. I don't make it up. It's where it is. You know, the Amish, yeah, they have like the puppy bills. I never saw that when I went to Amish country. Mm-mm. Cowboys are not city folk. Nope. Jason Rode being sentenced tomorrow, the guy who staged his wife's suicide. I do have some cows over here at the next farm that I think somebody could chase. Missouri is big for puppy mills. Yep. Gun now, not a bat. Right. Yeah. TV cat. Hey, that rhymes. Gun now, not a bat. TV cat. Jigsaw first week in December is the National Finals Rodeo. Vegas is crawling with cowboys. Rhinestone cowboys, though. Right, Sharon? You heard the Amish puppy mills. I'd never buy anything from them. Are you going to cover the Heather Elvis case? Remind me of the Heather Elvis case because sometimes I'm bad with names and you tell me the case and I know the case. You're laughing there, out of court. No national is actual cowboys. Okay. Do any come from? You've got to find somebody that runs in Frazee circles. You know what? You could even do that. I bet we can do that even on the internet. We could all infiltrate some of those message boards and things. If we just found out where they were, we probably could all go into like some kind of forum and find stuff out. We probably could. Somebody could start researching like whatever, where he was going to these rodeos and then find message forums or groups about them. And then we could all join the groups and pretend that we're interested in that and try to befriend people in there. And we could point out, like, be like, you take that one over there and I'm going to get into a friendship with this one over here. and I'm going to find out, right? The FBI is going to love us. We're going to be cracking the case. Contact his farrier clients. Absolutely. We could even make phone calls. Like, I'm calling from the Frazee Ranch. Patrick's not going to be able to do that work that we could find out. Oh, Jigsaw, come on, stop with the negativity. They're going to love us. Sounds like a plan, right? Sleuth Squad. You got to come on. You're trying to solve a crime, Jigsaw. It's going to take going out on a limb a little bit there. Old man gets teenager that murders her because she's pregnant and has an evil wife help him. And then Heather's been missing for almost 10 years, no body. Sounds vaguely familiar. I'm going to have to look at that one. Somebody has to do it. Why not us? Absolutely, Adacor. You've got to, life's short, guys. You got to just really go in and try to be a hero sometimes. There could be less crime in the world because if we're all on the case. But I really think we could find out whoever knows those rodeo, the farrier groups, or whatever the heck he's in. Absolutely. And it's an ongoing case. They said it's currently under investigation. That's what the DA said. So we're just investigating. We're helping. You were in an elevator in the casino, and there were two cowboys, father and son, drunk dad. Well, they tell you a lot. It's good to get them drunk because they tell a lot of truth when they're drunk. I'll tell you. It's when the truth comes out. Drunk dad, you're a pretty little filly. When's the last time your son was? Yeah, Sharon. Yeah, okay, but you don't have to. Just keep him. Just keep him in the lobby and just try to get some stuff out of him, thinking that he's going to get a little something. And then once you get all your info, we'd be like, just going to go to the ladies' room for a second, and then you just get the heck out of there. Yeah, if we solve the case, imagine that. Then they'd be like, "Damn, it's the first time social media came together and really they cracked that case." Can you imagine that? They found Crystal. Found out what Crystal did. We'd all be on TV, yeah. And they'd be like, "Oh, this is the way of the future now." One of my contractors, no joke, I guess there was a missing person around here. And he told me his mother, who retired, I don't know, she was in her 60s and she had just retired. So I think she was going on a message board about this missing person. And then they were all banding together. And he said he'd get home and he'd like, "Mom, where are you going?" And she goes, "Oh, I'm going out with the two other people and we're going to go down to Long Island because we got a lead. We're looking at," and they were solving this case. And he's like, "Oh my gosh," he's like, "My mother is totally invested in finding this missing person." So why is Miss Mensa so mean? She's probably just has a very sad life, maybe. Buy them 2 drinks. And then, you know what else is a good tactic to use when you're talking to these people? Because if you come in and you're all like, "Oh, I'm here to solve a crime," but if you start to get the person drunk and then start talking about something hypothetically that you did that's really, really bad, or something like, "Oh my gosh, my friend told me about a murder plot he had," and you start telling them, once you tell somebody something like that, they're just going to feel comfortable and they're going to be like, "I can top that so much. I've got this story," and you wouldn't believe what they'll come out with. By her gentle heart. Christina, are you guys having a love match? Yeah, right? You make them feel at home, because they're thinking like, "I can't believe this," and just be like, "I don't know, I'm here. I don't feel right. My friend did something, and I'm holding this in. I've got to tell somebody, and I don't think anybody could have done anything like this." And they'd be like, "Oh, look, I can make you feel better," and then he'll give you the story. The Cowboys go to Vegas. You're not a fan, Sharon? Is her channel gone? See, but I thought her channel was gone, like, last week she said she was starting over. So maybe they are cracking down on those channels. Oh, Prim, you've missed a lot. I don't know how you're ever gonna catch up. Chico till someone crosses me. I'm kidding. Okay. To Crystal's town. Well, yeah, we've got people living close by. Oh, she's still on YouTube? Okay. But there a bunch of her videos went down. I think she got down because she said she's starting over. I saw something. You'll rewind it later, Prim? Okay. No, no, Margot, she's the one that keeps making videos about Shanann, bad videos about her. A line worker found Kaylee Anthony twice, called them both times, but they botched the first search, and then he went back weeks later. It was still there. Heather Elvis case is crazy. The guy she was cheating with's wife was insane in the membrane. Doing your rhyming? Definitely killed her. He's better than a Hallmark card. Visit the dam too on the money. Okay. She'll be mentioning. That's how she trolls. She's so foul. No worries here. I'm with vodka and ice cream afterwards. Just don't all turn up to these places dressed as Sherlock. No, you can't dress. You got to fit right into wherever you are. Like if you're going in the rodeo circle, you have to brush up on that. If you don't know that, you got to study that so you know what you're talking about. You have to know the rodeo lingo. You maybe even go in there with like one of those twangs. We have this covered. I see Adacor's got the right attitude. Really, very positive attitude about it, not bringing any negativity to it. Team player. You're tired? Okay. God has big plans for my life. Very blessed. Thank you, 200 pounds. I appreciate that. Undercover ramblings. I think. Just look at the national finals. Okay, what is it? National finals rodeo in Vegas. Okay. And then we've got to find out that where she became the rodeo queen, because I looked that up. That's the magic. What is it? The magic, not it's magic. What is it? Anybody remember the magic? Oh my gosh, what is it? It's Magic City? Is it Magic City Rodeo Queen? I think it's Magic something. That's where she became the rodeo queen. And I actually saw something on Facebook. I was searching for it and I found people. It was the Magic something. Like somebody could be inquiring about their daughter. Like, what does my daughter have to do to be a contender in the rodeo queen? We could find out about that. Magic County, is that Magic Valley? That's it. Running Fox. Magic Valley. Magic Valley. She was the Magic Valley rodeo queen. The Magic Valley is in Idaho. We have anybody in Idaho near Magic Valley? You know what we could also do? We could all get on a conference line and call people. Wouldn't that be fun? Everybody else could be on mute while somebody makes the call and everybody can listen. My sister and I used to do stuff like that. We used to call grooming shops and say things like, "We have a baboon. Would you be able to groom the baboon for us?" And this one groomer was all excited that we were going to bring a baboon in there. We never did anything. We didn't do anything like bad. We just did things that were funny, you know? It was way back when she was 16, but we could, inquire, say, for our daughter that wants to be the rodeo queen in the Magic Valley. We could watch Urban Cowboy and take notes. Yeah. It's not so hard. It's just like acting, right? You just have to study up for the part, get the lingo down. Takes a little research. There's that, what was the other, you're making that call. Yeah, just like my daughter's really bothering me. She really wants to be a contender for that rodeo queen. What does she need to have? Horses? Oh, she's been riding since she's 3. She's a master. Rides Western, yep. Practice bull riding in the barn. I've ridden horses since I was 3 years old, but I ride English. I'd have to make it, I have to learn about the Western because I'm sure they're Western out there, not English. Okay, Patricia. Where she lives, potato country? Yeah. So it's not, how hard could it be to go from English to Western? Probably a lot easier because you don't even have to post. When you ride English, you've got to post at the right time. My riding instructor was a pain in the neck. Always like, no, that's not the right time. You got to post. Like, what the big deal? You're a rhinestone cowboy, Joseph? I've got really nice Ariat cowboy boots. I got to show you guys them. They're beautiful. I would fit right in over there. So that's something we've got to find out all the circles he was in. You sure it was border collies, right? Well, I don't want to be the rodeo queen, but I could pretend my daughter does. We could, but it'd be good if we had someone in Idaho to do it. Who could do it? Who's in Idaho? Anybody near Idaho? They treat it like the Olympics, huh? It's very serious about it. I go with my daughter all the time to the Sheep and Wool Festival. You should see how they shear those sheep. He is a farrier. Yes, and he also takes care of wild donkeys. So I think that's another thing we could research, those wild donkeys, because he works with someone else. If we could get that guy under our wing. He registered his dogs to the American Border, and he did stock. Okay, Can Mom. The American Border Collie Association. Does he have any puppies? When is the last time that he advertised puppies? Are there any puppies there that could be for sale that we could send Hi to buy or to look at least with his fake wife, Sister Shay? Glenn Campbell, absolutely. Poor Glenn Campbell. He's donkeys. I've always wanted a miniature donkey. So if you could get me one, but they're wild, then I could. Then my husband just doesn't want me to have one. He likes to snuff out my joy like that because he says, oh, he'll end up taking care of it. But if you could get one, then I'd be like, well, we had to. Yeah, it was going to go. They were going to gas it. I have to take the donkey. He has a training video. Somebody told me about that training video, Mama Bear. I have to look that up. Can you link it here? Can you copy the link and put it here? Do you know it, Mama Bear? Donkey, miniature donkeys. But no, they're not miniature. He does wild donkeys. I want a miniature donkey. I used to have the sweetest little donkey up the road, and its friend, because the donkey has to have a friend, was a big black steer. Believe it or not, I have lots of pictures of them. I have to put them up in another video. I loved that donkey so much. He was nasty about a pregnant dog, Deb? What do you mean he was nasty about it? What is it, donkey? One time, you want to listen to this? I told you I had to train people in sales, advertising, and marketing. And so when they had to know something about websites once, I'm not joking because this is the kind of person I am. I try to make training fun. I was teaching them about websites. And so we had some guy that I was training named Dennis and another guy, I forget what the other guy. So I put up 2 mock websites about miniature donkeys. And then I said, I have to go back and see what I said. I made a lot of really crazy jokes about Dennis has the lowest price on the Dennis's mini asses. There were just lots of little things I put in there just to make it fun. Because who really has fun at a training video when I'm teaching you about websites and marketing? We had fun. That training went down as like one of the best. Everybody mentioned it. Do you ever fear your husband after? Do you ever fear my husband after? No, I don't fear him. He probably used to fear me and my daughter that we were watching Investigation Discovery to plan his death. But now, thanks to all of you, and he sees how you're all into true crime and it's not just some crazy fixation I have, he's getting into it himself. You had a Rottie and you still miss her. My son wants to get a Rottweiler, and I'm just like, he's like that or a German Shepherd. I'm like, oh, I don't know. He's like in the spring. But then I don't know. He should really probably just get a girlfriend. Oh, Mama Bear, we have a alpaca farm down the road from us. And do you know, listen to this one. A lot of people in the city get an alpaca and they board it there and they get the wool from it. Like my daughter, she's a big knitter and a lot of the millennials are really into that. And I said to my daughter before we even knew about it, I said, you know what a great business would be? Is to have these sheep and these alpacas that these people in Brooklyn and in Manhattan that knit would have. And then we went up here right behind us and she said they're already doing that. And now my daughter wants to buy her alpaca, and she said I could be close enough to walk it with her 2 little brothers. But he's not in the alpaca circles. Otherwise, you'll have to ask him about the donkeys. Okay. What does she have looking for a good home? What's looking for a good home, Itana? I missed that. I'd like a flying squirrel. And they have a lot of them in Texas. Lots of them in Texas. Wait till you watch his training video. You'll hate him. Okay. Oh, you have goats? Goats are characters. They get out of everything. I'll pack your bags. I don't have a single video. You have 7? Okay. So we actually specified, but did you post the link of the training videos? Did I miss that, of Patrick's videos? Oh, we're all missing the Mardi Gras? Wait, is Fat Tuesday tomorrow? They're very playful, Yvonne, but they get out of almost everything. Tomorrow is Fat Tuesday. Okay. You have a lady that takes all of your llama's hair? I bet. You're lost like a donkey, Perla? Okay, so did we get the link to his training video? Yeah, but the guy that has the flying squirrels in Tennessee, Pink, he makes you come down and get them. Tomorrow's your birthday? Happy birthday. You went to the gas station and they were selling some type of computer leads. I said, are they Ted Bundy friendly? And then I was like, oh my gosh, I've been watching too much. Happy. Okay. Only mods can post links? Oh. No, well, how is oh. Can you email it to me, whoever has it? You saw the training video and it's actually on a channel called Patrick Frazee on YouTube? This is a fun channel, so we're a bunch of fun here. You want a baby elephant, Deanna? They're cute, but they get to be quite large. Patrick Frazee on YouTube. Isn't it? Do you do this when a crime first comes out? Do you go on Facebook and you're like, dang, they took everything down already before I could get to it all, right? Police, what are they doing? But they leave the YouTube up because even Chris Watts' YouTube is still up. But they usually go and scrub like the Facebook and the Instagram. Yeah, right. I always try to see something they left. I try to see that all the time. Like I'm going to find something they forgot about. I even put when Crystal's email was in the affidavit. I'm like, well, I'm going to find something good, and I put it in there. Nothing. No, I can't see you trying to post the link, Belly Dancer. You want to, the sugar gliders are different than the flying squirrels. And I had a flying squirrel because he fell down my fireplace. And then we released him back. And I want a little flying squirrel baby. If anybody knows where. In New York, a lot of people find them because when they take down trees, there are many little babies in them. I haven't been that lucky yet after the one fell down the fireplace. We rescued him, we nurtured him, and then he's back out. You'll catch me one? Thank you, Deanna. You know, everybody says Rocky, and if we had the second one, we would have named him Rocky, but we named him Skippy John Jones. I miss him a lot. He was nocturnal, so it was great because it was just him and I. I'd hear him come up like he used to get up like at 12 midnight and everybody else was in bed and I was sitting there writing an article or something and I'd hear him come out. It was my little buddy. And then he had to go back but I want a baby. Lori, I know the cats catch them. I did have a cat up until recently. It was a pixie bobcat, Max, but then he lived till like 16, 17, and we had to put him down right after Thanksgiving. He has his own channel. I know my son and I were watching a lot of the flying squirrel channels. Yeah, so I know in Florida and places too, when you guys have hurricanes, there's a lot of little babies on the ground. Perla, we never know what we're talking about. You can go from one thing to another and the live chats, you really never know what you're going to get in here. What's under Chris Watts? Can someone send me one? Oh, can send you what? A flying squirrel? In Norway, we have an interesting case at the moment. The wife of one of your richest men apparently got kidnapped. Do you remember that lady that got kidnapped and then she was found like on a park bench? Wasn't that in California? Good night. You can hear Kelsey talking, Mama Bear? She made it up. Do you remember that one? Was that out in California? Did she ever get charged with a crime? You know, we have black squirrels here too. I have one black squirrel and I have little tiny red squirrels. They are so cute. And then we have gray squirrels. I thought it was in California. Florida? I'm going to have to check out the Patrick Frazee channel. I'm surprised they keep the YouTube up. The weird jogger. Was that what she was doing? She was jogging? It was the mother, and she was gone for a while, and then I'm trying to think. Wasn't there a pregnant lady that did that too? She was really pregnant, and she disappeared too, and then they found her like in Mexico or something. I think she was from the East Coast. Does anybody remember that one? She never got charged, that one? Great pecan pie, Deanna? There are 2 dogs below us. Keep barking. Parents not home yet. What's Lori doing? Lori's doing rescue. I know a guy who took in a baby squirrel when the parents got killed. Yeah, the other squirrels, I mean, a lot of people take those in, but the flying squirrels are easier to take care of than a squirrel. Your son has had several, what are you, flying squirrels? Tracy, yeah. You think of Shrek? Waiting. Good, Saf. How are you? So many pregnant women getting killed or bad things happening to them. Probably because people can't handle the I don't know. It's so crazy. So far, I'm not seeing anything wrong with the training video. You're not, Can Mom? How many of them are there, Can Mom? How many training videos? See, I wish we could just go right to screen sharing and like it'd be, oh, let me pop up that video like Mr. Rogers. Remember he had that picture in his house and it just turned to a magical projector, whatever screen, and he would show a movie on it. Picture, picture. Picture, picture, please. Okay, Nigra's got to go. You could post links because, but it won't because I like to be fair. Okay. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. The guy that killed his flatmates. Yeah, probably Leanne, especially if they didn't want it or if they think their life is. Did I see all the people who got copycat strikes from YouTube today because Sherry Wines turned them in? No, I didn't, Trudy. Do tell. Who is calling me now at 2:37 in the morning? Private caller. Okay, that's a little odd. I'm not getting that. You think he's whipping the dogs? Maybe it's one of. So wait, what happened? That was really weird. Some really weird guy is on my answering machine. Okay. That's I'm going to let my husband get that one. I've never seen anything like this. He's having he's pretending that he's coming. Can you hear him? Can you hear this guy on the answering machine? He's still going. It says, "I'm going to come and kill you." He says, "I'm going to come and kill you, you pathetic." I'm going to call the police. That's crazy. That is really crazy. He's telling me he's watching me right now. Okay, I'm going to call my husband right now. Stay with me, guys. He's telling me he's watching me. Okay, this is getting crazy. I'm going to call my husband and then I'm going to call the police. This is crazy. He pretended he was having sex coming and then he said, "I'm watching you. I'm going to come and kill you, you pathetic bitch." Jimmy, listen, you got to come down here. I'm online and there's a weird call. The guy just said he's going to come kill me. He left a message. Okay. All right. That's very odd. I'll let my husband listen to that and see what he says. That's crazy. It said private caller, so that means there's no number. That's really. And I'm trying to think of who could have gotten that number. He's going to come down and listen to the message. I just got him on the phone and told him to come down. That's crazy. He's calling again. Jimmy, get the phone. He's calling again. He put it on speaker. Is he saying it again? Did he say it?
What's your problem, buddy? What's your problem, Cal?
Jimmy, I'm coming down to your house with a 12-gauge shotgun.
Come on down, wherever you are. Come on, please, just come down here, all right? Come down here. Come down. Come on.
Get the shotgun. Go get the shotgun ready, Jimmy.
He's not coming down here.
Okay, I'm going to call the police.
Honey, no, he's not.
Jimmy, you're going to just text this guy?
No, he's not. Honey,
Jimmy, we're on live.
Stupid. Why are you doing this? Okay.
We're on live.
Okay, we're live, honey. This is crazy.
I'm not doing it. You don't care? You don't think the guy's going to come here? He's calling again, Jimmy.
Honey,
Hello?
He probably knows he can't call.
Listen, bitch. I'm coming. I am coming. I'm already near. I'm already near. I am near you. I am near you.
Okay. Just, honey.
Okay. All right.
I'm coming. You think I'm joking, but I'm not.
How did that start?
I have no idea. We just sat here and someone's calling.
What?
We just sat here and someone's calling.
And that's it?
Yes, I swear to you, get the shotgun, okay? I'm going to call the police, Jimmy. I'm calling.
This is so crazy. I don't know.
Jimmy, I'm going to call the police. Everybody says I should call the police. I'm calling the police, Jimmy.
Okay.
I don't like Jews.
He's calling me a Jew. That's what he's calling me.
I don't like Jews.
Yeah, well, I'm not Jewish.
Honey, don't worry.
I'm calling the police, Jimmy.
Honey,
I don't care.
But you, your nose is long. Your fucking nose is long. You got Jewish.
Honey, why do you should go to bed?
He's watching.
He's not, honey.
Okay, he's telling me about things.
He can't, honey. Stop worrying about him. He's not.
Okay, Jimmy, I'm calling.
Don't let him bother you.
Jimmy, I'm calling the police.
I don't see why. This is.
Jimmy, just watch my video, okay? I'm calling the police. I'm not going to take a chance with this guy, Jimmy.
He's not coming around here.
I don't care. I'm not taking a chance with this guy, Jimmy. Sorry, guys.
I'm going to bed.
Oh, you can go to bed.
No, you should go to bed.
No, I'm calling
Tell your folks-
I'm calling the police, Jimmy.
Just tell the folks who live in-
Okay, I know, but I'm going to call the police.
Please.
Let me just call the police, okay? Okay, I'm going to end it, and I'm going to call the police, okay, guys? And I will let you know what happens. Yes, hi. I'm getting very weird calls from